Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Why we love a coaching search. It's because the outside world talks about us like we're a sleeping giant. It's the one time that people talk about how great we could be. We go from not winning, because anytime you have a coaching search, it's because you've not won. And then all of a sudden, just for a brief period, everybody's saying, that's a sleeping giant. They got all that money. And just think about all the things they could be. And then 5 years later, we do it again. And that's just kind of how it's been.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
I don't know if you guys know this, but well, I'm sure you do, but things are about to get really busy around here. I mean, we've got the ongoing coaching search, which goes on and on and on and on and on. And we got a basketball season that basically begins Friday night. When you're playing Cincinnati on Friday night and Memphis on Monday night, your basketball season has started. And so and then you got football, you got a game Saturday. It's a lot happening on the Hill.
Well, Chuck Barrett's going to be busy.
Well, I didn't mean that. I just meant there's a lot going on. It's November, when you've got football and basketball overlapping, is it's a busy month.
Are we going to see you in here? Are you going to be doing the show, or are you going to be just doing games? Or
I'm going to be in Memphis Monday morning. I'm going to be in the Peabody Hotel Monday morning.
Are we waking up doing the show there?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing with the Ducks. Yeah.
Could you interview a duck on Monday? Get one in your room. Arkansas play-by-play.
Oh, yeah.
Man arrested for taking duck to his room.
That would be a headline.
Yeah.
That would be a headline.
Boy, that would be among the most unique things somebody's getting arrested for in Memphis over the weekend.
Well, I mean, I don't know that it'd be the most unique thing. I mean, Memphis is a pretty wild place.
Yeah, you're selling my city short
there.
there.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not giving it enough credit.
Well, I was just thinking, it wasn't your typical crime, so maybe it would garner attention.
I mean, there was a video just the other day of somebody driving a boat down Poplar Avenue.
Tell us more. Let's do that. Let's get in the Chevy at Fayetteville situation room right out of the gate here. What are people getting arrested for in Memphis?
I got part going right away.
Well, I mean, all sorts of things, mostly things that we probably don't want to discuss. But, yeah, I saw a video of a guy who had modified a speedboat and was driving it down Poplar Avenue.
You see all those videos about the Florida man. Yeah. They got nothing on the Memphis man. I mean, you see some crazy stuff.
Those don't go viral like the Florida man.
No, they don't.
Videos.
They don't.
Or the posts.
No. You got to know where to look.
I guess that's right. Every once in a while, I'll see them.
Cincinnati and Fayetteville on Friday. How good Cincinnati this year?
I don't think they're as good as Arkansas.
Yeah, I don't think they're in the same level.
This deal
on the same planet.
This thing in Memphis is turning into a big deal. There's a banquet or a dinner or something on Sunday night for St. Jude's, and this is a big deal.
When Cal went to Memphis for a press conference about an exhibition game, and you knew it was going to be a big deal.
Yeah. When we played football over there, the bus route from the hotel to the stadium, we went through what I didn't know this. Some of the people on the bus said this was Cal's old neighborhood. And there were some.
Was it pretty run down?
Yeah, just old houses,
just
cars on center blocks.
Yeah.
But
his house is right there on the corner.
Yes, yeah. And someone pointed it out, and there are a lot of, the old majestic Memphis type homes. Your big older. It was a nice area. It was a nice area, as you might imagine.
I would imagine.
As you might imagine.
I would imagine. From what I understand, Cal really loves Memphis. Really, I think for some of us, we think of Memphis and we think of like a hole in the side of the Liberty Bowl in Beale Street. And, that can be rough. And then there are other parts of Memphis.
There are parts of Memphis
really
that
nice.
are great. They're even within Memphis proper, and Bart knows better than obviously we do. But it's interesting with Cal though. Yes, he, I believe, as always, it sounds like anyways, had a special place in his heart for Memphis. When you leave the way he did, they don't always have a special place for you. But
time heals.
Time has taken care of a lot of that. And you can see how he's embraced this, how important this is to him. And, hey, they had great years over there. I mean, they had some great years in basketball when he was there. A lot of great players came through there. And that's a basketball city. They can talk about other things, but it is a basketball city. And it's really a Memphis State Tigers city. And I didn't say University of Memphis. I mean, it's an old Memphis State Tigers city. And they love basketball. And so they should embrace Cal.
Cal builds meaningful, lasting relationships wherever he goes. He has them obviously in Kentucky. You're seeing it in Memphis. He has them here. And one of the reasons that he's able to recruit the way that he does, raise money the way that he does, do all the things you've got to do besides just coaching on the floor. And he probably, I wouldn't even say probably, he hasn't gotten enough credit for being the coach that he is, I think, because some of those things, like recruiting, overshadow that.
I think he's a very good game coach.
Right. And I when he came here, that's not what you heard around the country.
Well,
you're a great recruiter.
The Kentucky narrative was very powerful, and it's still very powerful. It always will be. I mean, they're one of the blue bloods of college basketball. And when a story, when a narrative gets going there, it's hard to reverse it. But, again, time will take care of a lot of this stuff.
It's also interesting. Every time you read an article about Kentucky's roster, it includes, it seems, how much money they've spent on it.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was twice as much as Arkansas had last year and more than they are spending this year.
I saw where they're going to, and I don't know that this is right, but I saw one report that said it was a $22 million budget this year.
They wanted to run Cal out of town, and now they're trying to make sure they spend their way for no one to notice.
The most important thing to them, believe me, is beating John Calipari, is finishing higher than John Calipari. I'm not saying that's the goal of the athletic department, but the average Kentucky fan, that's their goal.
Well, I think people in the athletic department would like to see that happen too.
Maybe so. But I guarantee you,
everybody
that's
wants
what
to be
their fans
right.
want.
Everybody wants to be right.
That's the most important thing.
Hey, look, Penn State's going to be next. What if James Franklin goes and wins a championship somewhere else? What if he goes to Florida, for example, and wins the Natty?
It could. I mean, somebody can win it. I mean, obviously really you can win a national championship.
And it wouldn't even be surprising, would it?
No, James Franklin's a really good coach, man.
That whole thing is that right there is maybe. Is there anything that's more of an indicator so far on what's happened in college football? This idea that you can always get something better than you have.
It's unbelievable.
I always wonder when things like this happen. What's going on behind the scenes over the last several months, last 2 or 3 years? Do people like working with this guy? Do people actively try to save him? Or do people stand by and watch? Sometimes they stand by and watch. And I get the feeling, just to be perfectly honest, that some of that happened at Penn State.
Yeah. I think it happens all over the place. Dari Noka is going to join us here in a minute.
I'm looking forward to talking to Dari because we're talking about our search. Saturday's a big day for Auburn. If Auburn loses Saturday, if the Razorbacks beat them, the smart money's on Hugh Freeze getting fired. That's another SEC opening. We don't know what's going to happen with Shane Beamer over at South Carolina. I think there's more of a story there than people think. But where does Arkansas – where are they in the pecking order in all of this?
We'll get into it next. Dari Noka coming up at 6:10. We're just getting started here on a Wednesday. Good morning. Chuck has a little bit of a bad habit of getting on Facebook and buying things.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want real action, and the wait is over. Live racing is back. Every weekend brings big moments, big crowds, and your chance to feel the thrill of a big win. The holiday racing season begins Friday, December 12th, and runs through January 4th. Then the excitement returns with the classic racing season, January 30th through May 2nd. It's racing, it's winning, it's everything you've been waiting for. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home. The two best guys in mediocre sports radio.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Tell you one thing, but listen, what a great show the best sports show in the state is no doubt the Chuck and Bo Show. No doubt about it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You got Bobby Petrino at the Catfish Hole tonight.
Yes, indeed. 7 o'clock.
Sure to be another good crowd.
It'll be a big crowd, full house. They'll sit with rapt attention. They really do hang on his every word. There is a special
the cadence.
There's a special silence in the room when Coach Petrino speaks.
The Bobby Petrino cadence is unique, and fans are loving it right now. Dari Noka, SEC Network, the face of the SEC Network, also host of. Is it the Dari Noka? What's the name of your show? The Dari and what show?
It would just be me, man. It's the Dari Noka show. Yeah, wow. But I got my guy Josh, but he's not in the name of the show. I feel a little guilty about it. But,
we're thinking about taking my name off this show. Less responsibility for Josh. We actually are thinking about replacing my name with Bart. Bart has become quite a star.
Yeah. Yeah, about Barton Barrett's got a good ring to it.
There you go. Let's not get carried away.
I'm sure that word of Bart's exploits has spread all the way to Dari. I'm sure Dari knows all about Bart.
I know Bart well, man. Yeah. We've had some good times together. We've played shuffleboard in Alabama. We've had a good. Bart and I have spent plenty of time.
Oh yeah, you've seen Bart compete.
He's my Tulsa guy, man.
He's the Tulsa King. That's right.
Tulsa King.
Right.
Memphis King, Tulsa King.
Hey, speaking of kings, Dari, that's college football coaches. They get treated like kings when things are going well. Everybody's waiting on them hand and foot. They'll pull their car around. They'll go get their dry clean. Whatever needs to be done. I mean, the coach is the king. And then the Kings fall. And, man, they're dropping like flies all over college football. I mean, how many more jobs are we going to have open in the SEC? Is Auburn potentially going to be open? Is South Carolina? Is Shane Beamer going to be there next year? What's your read on this league and coaches?
Man, oh man, it's something. I tell you what is it though? You can't be the king if you're literally publicly saying that you need a vote of confidence.
Wow,
right? Like
that's true.
Almost felt bad for Hugh. Having to.
I wouldn't have said that if I'd been.
I think
I'd kept that
listen.
to myself.
I think this guy feels just sort of out of, like on an island. He just feels. He feels to me. He doesn't seem the same. I don't know if it's the health. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't feel the same.
He looks a little off, doesn't he?
Yeah,
but he has like going back to July, even in Dallas. I mean, in Atlanta, wherever media days was this year. I lose track of places, but. Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It doesn't look good for Auburn at all. South Carolina, I don't think a change is coming there. I don't get that sense. But I mean, there's still a lot of football and a nasty schedule still to go. And then I'm kind of curious about LSU. I think we got to see how this little run plays out here. I mean, I know they're losing patience. There's nothing worse for a fan base or an administration, an athletic department, than seeing a program that has been well below you forever accelerate past you without similar resources or history or tradition or investment financially. And that's exactly what LSU has seen Vanderbilt do. And that's a tough pill to swallow there. So that, I think that certainly throws things up in the air a little bit for Brian Kelly. But anytime, guys, you get a full off season without a coaching change in a league, it's going to hit the fan the next year, and that's kind of what's happening.
What do you think about the Florida job?
I mean, I do think they're going to obviously attack, Lane Kiffin on this thing, and that makes sense to me. I just don't think he goes. I could be completely wrong on this, but I just don't think he goes. I think he's done a lot of really obviously good things with the program at Ole Miss and gotten them to a place where they're on the cusp of things that have never been done before. But I really think that the personal side of it for Lane, and he's kind of turned his life around and in all positive ways. And I just don't know if he would think it's in the best interest to make a move to a place with all that pressure again and have to kind of rebuild something. And maybe he will. I mean, I don't. Lane is a hard read. We all know that, but I just think he's got it pretty good there. And I think they'll probably match pretty close to whatever Florida offers. And then I think Florida turns it. I'd like to see Drink there, honestly. I don't want to take him away from Missouri, but I think Eli Drink would be fantastic for Florida.
One thing that I was thinking about, too, I mean, somebody like Kiffin, let's say Florida really wants him. Mm-hmm. Is he going to leave Ole Miss with Ole Miss in the college football playoff, let's say?
Well, that's the whole thing.
Timing, all the moves, not just Florida, not just Kiffin, but all the moves. I mean, we never think about the calendar, but it always has a lot to do with it.
Right. That's, I mean, if Arkansas sticks with Bobby, you don't have to worry about it. If somebody hires James Franklin, you don't have to worry about it. But in every other situation that's out there, even if you're looking at a John Sumrall at Tulane, for instance, or an Alex Golesh at South Florida, these are all guys that at least right now, they're not out of the playoff picture. So I don't know. This is going to be interesting. I feel like with the calendar, with the portal, with signing day in December, I think we're all kind of learning on the fly. I think they're all kind of learning on the fly.
This is new territory. I mean, because this is such a wide open coaching carousel situation, and we have the playoff. So, like, if you're in the playoff, you're not leaving your team in the middle of the playoff.
I'd like to think you're not, because that makes you a real fishy hire for whoever's hiring.
And it's hard to wait. Right. If people don't know this, it's hard to wait right now because the recruiting signing period starts like the weekend after the season, like the Monday after the portal opens, the Wednesday after the regular season ends.
Yeah, they've I was reading I was reading some stuff about this.
January 2nd.
Yeah. They just voted on this. Dar, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the article I was reading last night at ESPN.com, this was just like a couple of weeks ago. And so, like, some of the coaches that have gotten fired since October 5th, those kids don't have the 30-day window anymore. Arkansas got grandfathered in with some others. But, yeah, things are changing. You know, the point being things are happening on the fly.
See, that I didn't know. I thought they still had the 30-day window, but they just can't play at a new institution. I actually was under the understanding they could transfer. But
what they're going to do in 26, you got 15 days. They're going to close it from 30 to 15 days, and it doesn't start until 5 days after the new coach is hired. But now Arkansas, any school that fired their coach in September, they got grandfathered in on this 30-day deal. So Arkansas is still under that. I don't think anybody's going to leave anyway. They may not. Haven't so far. But everything changes on an almost daily basis, it seems like.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I did not know that, so I need to do some catching up. I just know that window, the other window is now 15 days, January 2nd to the 16th. I know that if you're a team playing in the championship game, then your players have an extra 5 days after that is over to jump in if they want. But, man, I think we're all going to kind of – it's going to be an interesting study to see what programs do, And, I also don't understand, look over to your guys' West a little bit. If I'm OSU, how am I not at least considering or having a conversation with James Franklin? You could bring a guy in and really get him to work quickly. And I think that, he's a pretty good – I understand his reputation and not winning the big games, but I also understand he won a hell of a lot of games.
Yeah, good luck doing better at Penn. Good luck, Penn State, winning one more game a year. I'm just saying.
Right.
Good luck. Dari, what does Arkansas look like to you under Bobby Petrino for 2 games now?
It looks like a program that has hope, honestly.
Yeah.
Offensively, they're tremendous. We know this. They were always going to be that way. They need to get some stops, and they haven't been able to get some stops. I think this will be a big weekend for them. I think they can certainly beat Auburn. But also, maybe this is a day that Auburn kind of gets a little bit loose because it's not a good defense that it's playing. But I think Arkansas, I think we're seeing a direction here. I think we're obviously seeing an offensive identity. We've seen that. It hasn't dropped off. Guys are playing really, really hard. It's a defense that just can't get stops, and that hasn't really changed. But I certainly haven't seen anything that tells me that Bobby Petrino could not get this team to win should he be named the full-time head coach at some point.
I know you got to go, Dari. Real quick, does Lane Kiffin make you want to do hot yoga?
Does Lane make me want to do hot yoga?
There's all these shirtless pics of him and, all the talk around the Georgia game and the game day interview, all the hot yoga.
My physique makes me want to do hot yoga.
Yeah. Well, I think there might be a different way to get there. I don't know, man. Hot yoga. Or we'll talk to Bart about that later. Hey, thanks for hopping on. I know you got to go. He's got us in the middle of a couple of
Dari's
kid
a busy
drop-offs.
man. I mean, Dari's a busy man.
He squeezes us in between the first and second drop-off.
We feel privileged. Yeah. I feel privileged.
That's exactly right.
The East Coast.
Drop-off number 2 is on the docket.
Yeah, you got to be able to give that hug and all that on the way out. We can't have you on the radio, distracted. Thanks, my man. We appreciate you, buddy.
You got it, guys. Have a great rest of the show.
You too, man. Talk soon. Have a great day. Do you want to do hot yoga?
No.
Does Lane make you want to do hot yoga?
No, I
do you think people are
missed
doing
all that.
Hot yoga? You didn't see all this?
No, I didn't see all that.
Yeah, it's all over.
I'm familiar with hot yoga. I didn't know Lane Kiffin.
It started with him talking about Kirby Smart, basically.
I saw that. Still being a little chubby.
Yeah, and then he was on game day and, talked about Pat McAfee's talking about it. He already got his hot yoga session in. And
I got
and
you.
then sloppy Monday, he got he posted a photo of him leaving hot yoga shirtless, with I don't know, 2 of the yoga coaches.
I got you. Okay.
Females. And it was, hey, thanks for a great yoga session, girls. I mean, it's Lane doing Lane things. Bart, have you thought about it? Have you thought about hot yoga? Edward?
Well, sure. I mean, yeah, I've thought about it.
I've done it
Have
once.
you done it?
I have not done it.
I've done it once years ago. It sounds a bit like a rainforest in there with the sweat hitting the mat.
It's disgusting. I haven't done it, but I filmed one of Musselman's teams doing it because Muss was big on the hot yoga.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We could all really benefit
It gets
from it.
nasty in there. It's just like sweat everywhere.
We could all really benefit from it. If you need help, if you need someone looking out for you because you're in a tough situation, it may benefit you to call Cadell Reynolds. You get a free consultation at CadellReynolds.com, whether it's Social Security disability, maybe a car wreck claim, maybe you're just dealing with some financial issues. Go to CadellReynolds.com, get a free consultation, or call them at 866-314-3728. Cadell Reynolds, fighting for Arkansans. You don't have to do it alone. Cadell Reynolds, make the right call.
I'm amazed at the number of people who think they're smart.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Are your gutters ready for fall? Leaves are coming, and that means it's time to protect your home. At Hogtroff Gutters, they install high-quality leaf guards that actually work. Don't waste money on the cheap guards from big box stores that clog up. And don't get stuck paying triple the price with those big national companies. With Hogtroff, you get the best of both worlds. Professional installation, premium aluminum, and stainless steel guards, as well as a 20-year warranty. Give them a call today to schedule your free inspection or visit hoggutters.com.
Hey, it's Bo, and I want to share something that's completely enhanced my day-to-day life. About a year ago, I started telling you about the Sweatnum Edge. Well, over the last several months, here's what's happened for me. My energy level is completely different. My exercise gains have seen a big jump. My mind is clearer, and frankly, life is just more enjoyable. Now, that's my story. What about you? Search the Sweatnum Edge online and get a free evaluation today. It's made a big difference for me, and I know it can for you too. The Sweatnum Edge. Today's been a strange day.
Yeah, we've had some struggles here and there. Let's just be blunt. Can we be blunt?
Well, it's 50-50 at best.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
enjoy fake AI generated stories?
I do.
And getting
I
scammed on
do.
the internet?
I do.
Facebook is for you.
That's what I like. That's what I want.
Yeah.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Man, basketball. Are you ready for this? Basketball.
I don't know.
You know, everybody talks about on to basketball, like when Arkansas started losing football games, but nobody really wants to let go of football. And basketball's coming, and we're going to be excited for the games. And as good as Arkansas appears to be, they look great on paper. They look great at practice. I mean, the videos that come out look amazing. They look loaded. This is a team that should compete for it all. I mean, the conference championship.
They've got a Final Four roster.
I mean,
they do. Doesn't mean they'll get there, but they've got that kind of roster.
But what is it about us in this part of the country? We really don't flip the page until, I don't know, January.
Well,
even if this season doesn't end up with 5 or 6 wins and Petrino, limps to a couple of victories or whatever, we're still going to be talking football all the way through the first of the year like crazy because of whether it's him or another coach coming in or all of that conversation. We love the conversation about college football.
No doubt. And, I mean, when we get to this stage of the college football season, it's not just the games. I mean, in fact, the games are almost secondary.
Those pesky games are in the way.
They get in the way get in the way of our coaching search. Now,
it's true.
Look, it's just my opinion, and they're not going to ask, and there's a reason for them to do it a different way. But I do think basketball starts too soon. The NBA season started last night. The regular season started last night.
Oh, did it ever?
And
you want to hear it cut?
Yeah.
You want to hear the opener went like this last night.
Adams looking. They get it to Jabari Smith. His toss for the win. No good. And the Thunder with an opening night victory.
Is that Breen?
No, that's Tirico. That's
it's on NBC.
NBA on NBC.
Yeah, and the NBA's returned to NBC.
Sounded a little bit like Breen when he started out. And then at the end, it didn't. And I thought it was Tirico at the end.
I watched a little bit of the Thunder game.
I watched some of it. I watched the ring ceremony.
I didn't watch that.
Wanted to see Jay Will and Isaiah Joe get their rings. That was a cool moment. They raised the banner and everything.
You guys are really into sports.
It just had the right vibe, man. It was so much better.
I didn't watch all night,
it was so
but
much
I watched
better
a little while.
than like an ESPN NBA broadcast.
It was better than the Kennesaw State whatever game
also
was on
yes.
ESPN
Florida
last
International.
night. Yeah, Florida International. That's a bad game now.
Yeah, really bad.
And I like college football.
Yeah.
But, I was watching that.
Tuesday night conference.
I was watching that for a minute thinking, we made such a big deal about how football is going to be on every night. It's like, I don't really think it's that big a deal.
We've graduated from we'll watch anything. That's maybe when we get to August.
There's too much to watch now.
Yeah, but once the actual season starts, you graduate from I'll watch any football game to I'm only going to watch good games.
I'll watch any bowl game. I will watch pretty much any bowl game, but I won't watch every regular season game. But I'll watch a lot of them.
But we love this conversation around
tonight,
college
the games
football.
are awful.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Well,
I don't
Missouri
know
State's
about everyone
playing
else.
tonight.
Missouri State, New Mexico.
Well, we need to watch that game.
Yeah.
See, we need to watch Missouri State because there's a couple of coaches on that staff that might be here at Arkansas.
Three of them. One of them's the head coach.
Middle Tennessee and Delaware. The fight.
How is Missouri State this year?
They're
3-3.
3-3.
3-3.
That's right. Everybody knows their record.
Who are they playing?
They're playing New Mexico State, the Aggies.
On the road in Las
Cruces.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's a long way out there.
Is that where Mike Washington came from, or did he come from? Yeah.
Yes.
Can you believe Mike Washington was at New Mexico State last year?
After he'd been at Buffalo for 3 years.
After he'd been at Buffalo. From an evaluation standpoint, we're always talking about you've got to get coaches who can evaluate. You got to get the right guys in the portal. And he was at Buffalo and New Mexico State. And I'd say he's pretty dang good.
Sometimes you've just got to hit. I mean, and just like there are going to be times when you don't. I mean, you guess wrong. And guessing's not really the right word, but, you can evaluate a kid and then he gets there and, I mean, you've not had the full recruiting period to really get to know the guy, and you evaluate what you see and you talk to as many people as you can, but it's still kind of a crapshoot, for some of these guys. And now Mike Washington's come in here and he's taking the bull by the horns. This is why he transferred, was to have a chance to do what he's doing.
people have said about Petrino, this has come up to me a couple of times. Like, I really like him, but can he recruit? And I'm like, where's that coming from? What makes you think that Petrino won't recruit at least the level that has been recruited at Arkansas?
You know, I was thinking about this, you know, as we've gone through this process, and I know people don't like hearing this, but he can recruit just as well as any coach in America, given the right tools to recruit with. Think about, for example, let's take Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Childs, Wright, Adams, DJ Williams. How much you think that cost you in this day and age? Because that's the question, guys. I mean, we're recalling all these great days, and they were great days. And we're thinking about all these in-state kids that came to play for the Razorbacks, and we remember that era because they came because they loved the school. They wanted to play for the Razorbacks.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Kobe Hamilton.
You had all these guys. How much would it cost to put that 2011, 2012 roster together today?
Ronnie Wingo.
Yeah.
Iowa State.
He was the top-rated player in Missouri at the time. How much would it cost to go get the top-rated player out of Missouri in this day and age? So can he recruit? Damn right he can recruit, but he's got to be on a level playing field. Back then he was on a level playing field, you know, or at least as level as it could be. And you get those guys. In this day and age, the idea that you would get all those players, I don't know, man. You better have one big suitcase full of money because that's what it's going to take.
Yeah, and
it's just the truth.
Hunter said this, right, after firing Pittman. He acknowledged that Pittman didn't have all the resources, and then he further said that he was working on correcting that, basically saying this had to be fixed. And there was a board meeting and all the conversations. And part of that is who do the people with the money believe in? Who do they believe in, and what are they willing to give the money for? So if, let's just say there's $10 million out there among people that are supportive of Bobby Petrino, and Bobby Petrino can deliver that. Well, if Petrino's not the coach, are those people still going to deliver that money? And the answer to that question is maybe yes and maybe no, depending on how they feel about the person that's hired.
You got to have that lined up before you ever introduce him. You can't wait and hope that your big boosters like the guy you've picked. That stuff's got to be all lined up, just like it was with Cal.
But they knew what they were getting with Cal.
That's right.
Yeah.
No question. And there may be some of these guys you're just hoping. But whoever they hire, whether it's Petrino, whether it's somebody else, that money stuff's got to be worked out ahead of time. You got to know the direction you're going because you got to hit the ground running. I mean, you have got to hit the ground running. Speaking of hitting the ground running, if you're buying a home, sometimes you want it to happen really fast. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, will get it done for you. Now, you may be in a situation where, hey, I want to make sure I find exactly what I want. They'll help you do that, too. You may wonder about selling your home. Now, you may have to sell your home, but you may be in a situation where you wonder, is this the right time? They know that, too. They understand the market. That's really important. They've got a long list of people ready to buy your house, and they'll help you find your dream home, too. They've been doing this since 1978. They're pros every day of the week. Washington and Benton counties, Fort Smith, Branson, you're going to see their yellow signs all over town, and you can log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
You know, every time I see Brandon Long, you know what he asked me about? He asked me how my kids are doing.
And you always say they're doing great.
Is. And I'm
That's
like,
right.
of all the houses they have, he remembers that.
That's
But it's
right.
pretty cool because you're watching your family sort of be put together and grow, in a home.
Well, the house does become a home.
It
It's
becomes-
cliche-ish,
yeah.
but it really
Yeah.
does.
No, it's pretty fun to watch. It's been great. We're full service here. We're like the concierge of sports talk radio.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Football season's here, and Flight by Yuengling is the light beer built for game days. Tastes like a Yuengling, but it's a light beer, and only 95 calories. Flight raises the bar for what a light beer should be, and now it comes in a 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle and skinny cans. Perfect for tailgates, watch parties, or just kicking back after the game. Pick it up at your favorite store or ask your bartender. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag is still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
This fall, don't just pay for a heating tune-up. Make it part of a Paschal membership and get year-round benefits for your home. For as low as $8.99 a month, your annual tune-up is included. Plus, members get exclusive discounts on air, plumbing, and electric services. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your home, budget, and peace of mind with Paschal. Visit gopaschal.com to learn more and join today. And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea, and when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
I don't need Chat GTP. I've got Chuck GTP.
Amen.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I mean, I have a keen perception of the obvious. Let me tell you, I notice things that other people don't notice, and I am curious about why this has happened.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Well, we love it when somebody calls in with just a gripping story. And Michael is back from Dallas at 6:48 here on a Wednesday. Michael, what do you have on the Chuck and Bo Show today?
How you guys doing, man? I want you to know I still listen to you.
We
every
appreciate
day,
it.
even
Thank
though
you.
I haven't been calling in. I'm there. And no, I wanted to tell you I got some big news for everybody, and I hope everyone out there listening can even help me get this thing across the finish line, because I got to go to make it happen. But
okay,
I'll kind of give you a little rundown. I couldn't wait till Monday there after the Tennessee game, because I just was curious to see how the people reacted, because I noticed the culture change. I noticed the difference in the team. I mean, I could see that what he had done had brought the team together, and they were playing together, and I was excited, but I didn't hear it on the call-in. They were still kind of like 50%. But then after this week, let me go back. So I decided, what can I do? What can I do to get these other people on board? Because some people weren't old enough to remember what happened the first time BP was here. And so I got to bring somebody. I got to get somebody that's going to bring the state together as a unit again. No Nut and Gus, none of that stuff. Let's just get somebody that everybody can be excited about And God was busy, of course. I can't use him. And then I went to my option number 2. And, y'all, I just set a target on this guy. And I went to writing letters. I wrote a foundation. I wrote his business partner.
Who is it? Who is it? You're killing us. Who is it?
Well, he called me on Wednesday night. We talked an hour and 8 minutes. And I got a call yesterday. I didn't hear anything. He watched the game, though. He took notes. I didn't hear anything until yesterday. I got 2 missed calls, and I thought, who the hell is calling me from Maryland? And it was his agent saying that they're in, that I really impressed him. He sold on the Razorbacks call for help. And if we can make it happen, maybe you and Chuck, I'm in town, could get me over there to talk to Coach Petrino. I got the agent's phone number, his email, and everything.
What's the punchline?
His name, he will coach safeties. His goal is to be a consultant the rest of this year, can be here by Friday. And he wants to coach safeties and D-backs. His name is Ed Reed.
Yeah, I've heard of Ed Reed.
Me too. And I'm going to tell y'all something. He is something else.
Man.
He said to tell him, he said, Mike, if you don't mind, he said, I don't have but one thing I would request, and I hope it's not going to be a problem, but I don't want an office. I want a locker. He said, that is my office. It always has been my office. And he said, I would like to be there with the freshmen in, and where the upperclassmen start, if they have a locker right there.
Can we get him on the show? Does he know your
I think his, the agent, right now, I think.
Who is his agent? Who is his agent?
You know what, y'all? There was a bunch of agents listed because I was calling people, but they're hoaxes. They're not real. It's not the guy. His agent's name's Glenn.
Okay.
But he said like yesterday. He told me, he said those aren't even real. I found that out. They were trying to get me to pay them money for these speakings, like Little Rock Touchdown Club has and all.
Yeah.
But they weren't real. They weren't real.
Well,
but y'all, he is fired up about it.
Ed Reed.
At least we know. I mean, I haven't told anybody yet that he didn't like the trade. They're all like, "You get Ed Reed here, I'll kiss your ass, and I will be for the Hawks."
There you go.
And
he's
ready. He's ready.
That's a daily double.
And I figured Hunter wasn't going to come off any money for Bobby to hire him, so we thought consulting for the rest of this year. And then with Bobby is hired as full-time coach, then we'll hire Ed. And Ed said he'd go on ESPN. He said, I'll go on there and announce. He coached 1 year for Buffalo, D-back. And then,
Oh, he's a great player. Ed Reed was a great player.
Hey, you know what? Not too many guys has that kind of money in the bank want to get up and go to work every day and be a coach.
Yeah, I mean, well, look, hey, Michael, thanks for the call. What about Michael Irvin for wide receivers coach? Why don't we recruit like the U and see if we can get Ray Lewis in here and be linebackers coach? Ed Reed. Man, Michael just decided he was
all over
take charge. I got to admit, I didn't have any idea where that was going.
I thought it was a joke. At first, I thought it was real. Then I thought it was a joke. Then I realized it's Ed Reed. Why didn't you just jump to that?
I thought he was going to bring up Kevin Sumlin.
Yeah.
Because Kevin Sumlin's the offensive coordinator at Maryland.
I thought Bart was going to douse himself with gasoline during that call.
I considered it.
I
woke up early for that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, he's
What if Ed Reed
into it.
turns up here? What if Ed Reed turns up here, Bart?
Ed Reed would be Ed Reed sounds like a guy that'd be great in your program. I just don't like the interesting part about that whole thing is it was just what I did not have on my bingo card today was a story that has been, weeks in the making that was going to land, like the end of the story was going to be about a safeties coach.
Yeah. I didn't either.
I just didn't have
see
that.
it. Well, I mean,
That was just
he told Edward during the warm-up, as we call it, that he was going to blow our minds.
Well, he did.
I mean, blow our mind. It takes a lot to blow my mind. I'm not going to lie to you.
Hang on. Ed Reed is currently the OC at a high school in Georgia.
Well,
yeah.
Okay. It has nothing to do with Rice University, does he? Does he know
Or
Mike
Maryland.
Judge? Does he know Brent?
He might.
Everybody's looking for a game changer. Everybody, one way or another. If you're struggling in life, like just day to day, you can't sleep at night, your energy level's low during the day, you're trying to exercise, but it's just not really giving you the results you want, you should look into the Sweat No Edge. I did. It is a difference maker. It is a daily difference maker. I can speak from experience. For months now, I have felt completely different and so much better. And when you feel better, life is better. Log on to sweatnumcosmetic.com, get a free consult, or just look up the Sweat No Edge. It's all about changing guys' lives. It doesn't matter how old you are, but when you get older, your energy starts to go. Look up the Sweat No Edge.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more, they carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today. Man, there's nothing like a perfect steak. So tender, juicy, and packed with flavor. And now, thanks to Plainview Beef, it's clean with no hidden chemicals. Plainview Beef feeds their cattle with wheatgrass sprouts, and their beef is loaded with nutrients your body needs. I'm telling you, you gotta try it. PlainviewBeef.com. Order direct to your house. Check out their menu, which includes 6 8-ounce fillets for just $99. Again, it's PlainviewBeef.com. Use the promo code Chuck and Bo and get a free 12-pack of beef sticks. PlainviewBeef.com.
The voice of the Razorbacks is Chuck Barrett, and he chose McDonald Eye Associates for his recent cataract surgery.
I went to McDonald Eyes. I can see in a way I've not seen in a long time. And I'm looking forward to this football season because of that. Your eyes are a big deal. I don't care if you're a sports play-by-play guy or what you do. You have to have trust. My trust was developed because I knew they were listening to me.
For your best vision, trust McDonald Eye. Online and same-day appointments at McDonaldEye.com.
So I spent yesterday, you mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The Chuck and Bo Show. Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Absolutely, it's an attractive job. Northwest Arkansas is a great place to live. It's a great place with a lot of money around it. And I think with the facilities, with some of the boosters that surround the program, there is no reason whatsoever Arkansas couldn't be one of the 12 teams in the college football playoff. And oh, by the way, that's probably going to expand. So now you're talking, what, a 16-team playoff? Mm-hmm. I mean, you're damn right you can win at Arkansas.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still happy to see.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Michael called back during the break to reinforce the point to Bart, because I think he sensed Bart might have been a bit skeptical about his story. And they wanted to drive home the point that players are coming too. So Bart there.
Oh, yeah, Bart, he is the conscience of the show.
Yeah, he really is. The heart and soul of the Chuck and Bo Show.
He's the audience that we look to, you know, when we can't see others and we're behind the microphone. You look across the room, and how's Bart reacting? And how Bart was reacting during Michael's phone call was he was all over the place over
crawling all over the table.
He's leaned completely back in his chair. I thought at one point he was going to get under the desk. And, you know, listen.
It was good. It was good television.
It's October 22nd, the year 2025. We do this once a year. You're in charge of Arkansas football. What do you do? What do you do? We know what Michael would do. We know what Michael is doing in Dallas. What do you do? Well, I mean, I know what he told us. And
he's taking the bull by the horns. He cares about his program.
He's taken initiative.
Bart scoffs.
He's taken initiative. What have you done, Bart? Michael's taken initiative. He's found Ed
bought
Reed.
A few raffle tickets.
And he's like, listen, that's right.
This guy's out finding a defensive backs coach. You buy a few raffle tickets.
I've committed to the raffle, by the way. RazorbackRaffle.com. It's open. Back? Yeah, I've committed to it. I'm going to spend, what's the minimum spend? $5? Can I? Yeah, I'm going to commit to $5 the rest of the way, each time.
Wow.
Yeah, $5.
Special
commitment. Look, listen, you can't make a putt if you don't get it to the hole, and you can't win the raffle if you don't have a ticket.
That's
and
true.
And at least I'm in. And and I'm supportive. RazorbackRaffle.com.
You're a player.
50-50 raffle. Half of it goes to me, half of it goes to the people, the players. The program. Mm-hmm. That's what I was looking for. The program.
The program.
Goes to the program.
One ticket. They're only going to draw one.
Do you think it would work, like raising money, if we did sort of like, buy a player? Like you have a magazine that comes out and it gives a little profile.
Like Adopt an Animal?
Yes, exactly. What's her name? What's the
Sally Struthers
in the arms? What's the
Sarah
McLachlan.
Yeah, we could do that. We could have her sing the song. Yeah, we'll do the song, and then we'll do the commercial, and it'll play on the Chuck and Bo Show, and then we'll create the magazine. And then in the last, the inside the back cover will be the Razorback raffle in case you don't want to buy any of these players. Here's how you can support the program.
Man,
we're gonna have to raise money.
Nobody's shameless anymore.
Does Bobby Petrino give Arkansas? The other thing, we mentioned this last hour. I don't know why people are saying, I don't know if he can recruit, and I don't know if he can raise money. I think he can do both those things. I don't know anybody that can come here right now that will come here that will be able to do a better job. That's what I keep saying.
I just think recruiting's different now. People say, well, if it ever gets transactional, I think it's pretty darn transactional now. And, I think you've, again, whether it's him or whoever it is, you've got to have the resources lined up ahead of time. Or you're not going to recruit
They did it with Talon Green. They did it with Talon. You need 6 or 7 of Talons at different positions.
Yes.
You got to have some real game-changing guys. And that's the way it's always been. But now you can go out and buy those guys.
Well, you don't always get what you think you've paid for. I mean, you just don't, because you're not dealing with an inanimate object. I mean, you're dealing with a human and all the things that come with that. And I mean, some guys can handle it all, and some guys can't. And some guys have their heads together, and some guys don't.
To make that decision, who do you believe in to make that decision? And that's where the money will come from.
Well,
people
there's no
believe
doubt.
in the person
There's
that
no
is
doubt.
making that decision. Bart, you're in charge of the program. You heard what Michael will do. What will you do? We do this once a year, October 22nd. Every year, it's an annual thing. We open the phones up for a little bit, and we ask people, what would you do with the football program? 877-377-6963. That's the same number it's been. You can also text in, but that gets a little wonky when people text in. We get AI texts from people, at least it seems like we do. We get, people get really dumb on text. When you have to put words behind it audibly, you somehow in your mind, it makes you feel like you need to make more sense, right? So that's what we're going for here.
There's no doubt. Yeah.
Bart, what would you do? You're in charge of the program. What would you do?
Well, I think in today's day and age, in the way college football is heading, you got to kind of get out in front of some of what's happening and just the changing landscape. I think you need to set up your football program like an NFL operation. You need to have a front office for football. You need to have a general manager for football. You need to have a scouting department, both for recruit like freshmen, incoming freshmen, high school players, but perhaps more importantly now, current college players that you might be able to go get in the transfer portal. And then you have to have a head coach, and the head coach cannot be the GM. Those have to be two different roles. There's a reason that there are two different roles predominantly in the NFL. I understand some head coaches still maybe have the title of director of player personnel or something.
But the head
like
coach,
the head coach has a say.
He's got to have a lot of say in college. That's the difference in college.
That's right.
The head coach is going to have to say on the personnel, but the GM is going to work with the head coach on that. But
right.
Yeah.
Well, I would argue that maybe that model needs to shift a little bit.
I don't know about that. I think what you need, the thing that you said, and I asked you your opinion, and now I'm arguing with it. But
yes, you are.
But the idea, to me, is you've got to have really good evaluators, scouts that are ready for anybody that comes in the portal, and you've got to also know what positions. And have your top 5 guys at those positions and have that ready for the coach to be able to evaluate and agree or check off on. And then you've got to go with the money and get these guys on behalf of the head coach. And then the head coach comes in and closes the deal.
When we were talking about how recruiting's changed, that's a big way recruiting's changed right there. I mean, we would hear, and you still have to do this, but you hear coaches say, hey, I write 3 handwritten letters every day, to high school recruits. Advanced scouting, somebody that somebody's got to have a 24/7 365 knowledge of that transfer portal, and then you've got to have people in place that actually know what they're looking at. Knowing a guy's a pretty good player and he's in the portal, that's not enough. And so when Hunter talked about that, the day they introduced Petrino as the interim head coach, of all the things that were said that day, that was the thing that resonated with me the most. Because I think that's one of the things you have to do to have long-term success. You've got to know what's out there. We, as fans, have to alter. I didn't say change, but we have to alter the way we look at recruiting. It's not just about building a fence and all this stuff that we always heard, all the cliches for years and years and years. It's about knowing what's out there in that portal. We're not ever going to be from a state that produces an abundance of Division I talent. We'll have some, but not an abundance. If Arkansas is going to be good, they got to get kids through that portal, which means maybe at schools like Arkansas, it's even more important. That advanced scouting is even more important than at a place like maybe Alabama or Michigan, where kids have dreamt of going there their whole lives.
We're going to take some calls, but we're going to hit a break first after you tell us about WT
I am gonna
Equipment.
tell you about
7-Eleven,
WT
and then we'll
Equipment.
come back to the phones on a Wednesday morning.
WT Equipment's a family-owned, locally operated dealership. That's the first thing you need to know. Now, in Northwest Arkansas, we knew them as Williams Tractor for years and years and years. They've expanded WT Equipment, 8 locations across Arkansas. So whether you're running a farm, whether you're managing a job site, or just doing work on your own land around your home, WT Equipment has the tools to get it done. And I mean good brands, trusted brands, New Holland, Hustler, Steel, the legendary Bobcat. Log on to WTEquip.com and let's get to work. They're all crazy. Yeah. And I don't mean that in a critical way. We got issues in this room. I'm going to be truthful about that.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments just call for something unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you don't just buy a diamond. You create an unforgettable experience. Their newly remodeled space is stunning with Cafe B right inside and their in-house diamond expert that'll help you find the perfect piece every time. That's just part of the Blakeman's experience. When you see the purple bag, you know it's something special. It always saves the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You hear that? You hear that?
Back to Safe Sports Radio.
That's special.
By the way, good morning. We just kind of jumped in, and we're
Hey,
coffee deep. And hey, everybody,
Morning, Bart.
welcome in.
Edward.
I smell the bacon cooking. It's going to be a good day.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Let's go to the phones, shall we?
Yeah, I have secured my raffle tickets. I'm good.
Are you good?
Yeah.
How many did you buy? 10?
I 100 for 300 tickets for $100. No, I did. I went in conservatively. I did twice as much as I said. I went $10.
$10?
Yeah, I got five. I got 5 tickets.
Yeah.
You guys want any action? You can Venmo me $1 each.
I'll cover you.
I'll split it with you.
Yeah.
Brent is in Searcy. Brent, good morning.
Good morning, Chuck and Bo. How are you guys doing this morning?
Brent, we're doing
Good
great.
morning,
Hope
Brent.
you are
We're doing
too.
great.
Oh man, it's cool. It's cooling off. It's a little bit chilly outside when you're taking a heater early in the morning.
Yeah,
but
that first
it feels
smoke got
great.
chilly outside, I guess.
Nothing like it.
That first one is a little bit nippy.
Yeah.
But,
Boy, it really heats those lungs up.
Yeah. Get that little head
it does.
roast going.
How? I want to tell you, you guys, and I couldn't feel better. I don't know if I've lost 70 pounds since March.
Okay.
My God.
All right.
Wow.
I hope it was in a
Brent.
healthy way.
Good for you, my man.
Hope it's healthy.
Oh man, gives me more energy than I've ever had in my
Oh,
life.
that's
I got the
awesome.
energy
That
of
is
life.
great,
That
Brent.
is
I'm
great.
happy for
Seriously.
like a 12-year-old.
That's fantastic.
you. Yeah.
But I want to ask you, how's this weather supposed to be by kickoff
Well,
Saturday?
I'm glad you asked. It's going to be raining.
Yeah, they're talking about more rain.
I don't know how many schools have done this, but
They
Fayetteville
moved their
moved
game
their
from
game to Thursday.
Really?
Fayetteville High School and Springdale are playing Thursday night.
Wow.
Varsity Vibe Arkansas, by the way.
I
You can
was gonna
subscribe
say.
to the newsletter. It's free. It comes to your email twice a week and tells you everything going on in high school sports.
Hey, I feel really, really good about this game, guys.
Why do you feel good about it? What's making you get
Did
fired
you have a
up?
dream last night?
Yeah. What's the story?
I just feel like we're better. We win the head coaching battle. And I just think Auburn.
You think we're better than they are, right?
I'm hanging on
I
every
do,
word.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think we're better than they are.
There we go. Right there.
Chuck and tell.
Right there, bottom line. I think Hugh Freeze will be turning in his key fob Sunday morning.
Can you see that?
They'll ask for it. Hey, I need your key fob before you leave, man.
And he'll call his wife. Well,
Your dealer card needs to be
yeah,
back
that's
in by
right.
Tuesday.
That's right. Can you clean that car out a little bit too?
yeah, can you clean that rig
Hey,
out for me?
Listen, I agree with you about Hugh Freeze and Auburn and all this, but it does bother me a little bit that Auburn's playing. They're probably going to be playing desperate, or they don't care anymore. But I would.
Well, we're playing desperate, Bo.
Well, I know, but you'd rather not have Auburn playing desperate too. I mean, you got two desperate teams for a win.
Both teams have real weaknesses, and the other side, whoever exploits the other side's weaknesses, the best probably wins. I mean, we've got weaknesses, and Auburn's got them too. So, I mean, but hey, somebody's got to win. I think. Yeah.
I do agree, and we kind of talked about this yesterday, that Arkansas has, we said it this way, they have more hope as a fan base with Petrino than Auburn does with Hugh Freeze right now. That's the way that it feels. But I also feel like Arkansas is playing better than Auburn.
And, if Arkansas wins this game, Arkansas fans are going to be really happy. If Auburn wins this game, it's going to be just a game they should have won. And they should have won some of these other games too.
That's a good point.
It's the approach.
Not going to feel the same.
Everything's different, depending upon which side you're on. Now, look, there are Auburn people down there that feel like they just got ripped off in a couple of their games, and it's not his fault. But when you look at him right now, and I like Hugh Freeze. I got nothing against Hugh Freeze. He looked like a beaten man in that last game. I mean, he looked like a beaten man. If Auburn comes in here with some spark, though, this is going to be a close game.
Brent, thanks for the call. 877-377-6963. JT's in Nashville. JT, Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. JT?
Going once.
I thought he wanted to sell a lawnmower.
I was going to say.
Dial the trade now moves to Jeremy in Centerton. Jeremy, what are you selling?
Well, Bo, Chuck, Bart, and I forget your producer's name. I apologize. All of you guys. The question was what I think or what we think should be, happening with the program and just going forward. And Bart mentioned like an NFL setup, like with the GM and all that kind of stuff. And I'm kind of echoing that to a degree where it's about finding the right players, but it's about really being all in on whatever scheme you're running and finding the players that fit that scheme. I'm not a football guy, but I watch the NFL and I see offensive coordinators having success. And I know these are all the guys in the NFL are basically 5 stars. I get it, but I'm just saying they're just dedicated to just beating. And I'm a veteran, so like in the military, for example, we just beat into our heads what we're going to do on repeat until you get perfect at it. And you just are just so, and I know you don't have the time. There's practice limitations and time constraints. And I'm just saying that you go in into whatever that scheme is and you find success, you build on it, and you just find something to build on and you dedicate to whatever it is that you're dedicating to. And you get your players, whether they're a walk-on, a 3-star, 4-star, etc., just buy into that scheme and just get perfect at something and build on that. And really about, just building that unity and building that you just see it in the NFL. And that's where I come from Bart. And just reminding them, hey, man, it's 11 of them, it's 11 of us at a time. Mm-hmm. Like, I know that the football is a marathon, but that's a marathon made up with a whole bunch of sprints. I mean, really, like, what are you playing for, like 8-10 seconds per play? Then you get like a 30-second break. I get there's exceptions. But I'm just saying,
it's a Tabata workout. Yes.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying. And so anyway, I just wanted to contribute to the cause and the question that they just got to just get into this scheme. And I know it's late in the year to do it now, but just be dedicated to whatever it is that they're, so they can buy in and just have that mentality. You can see it in Taylor's face. He believes. He really, really does. He believes in whatever they're doing, their scheme and their approach on the offense. He genuinely, he knows that they can have success, and he executes. And I'm just like, we need more players that just, when I see it in his face, he believes.
Thanks, Jeremy. Jeremy's he's brought the motivation this morning. It reminds me of Chuck's life. He believes. He sticks to that routine every day. He brings it every day. Like every day he comes up the steps, he says the same thing as the door slams behind him. He's 5 steps up the stairs and the same attitude and it's habitual. Now it's just habitual. You don't even have to think of it. You just come in and you walk in and you go over there and you get that cup of coffee. You got that coffee cup that hasn't been washed in 6 years. You take it over, you get your coffee, and then you come into my office every morning. Yeah. What's going on, man?
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's just, it's that consistency. I agree with you.
You know what to expect.
I totally agree with Jeremy. You know who else is consistent?
Who
does it every year, and that's why they've been going for 25 years. The Fayetteville Auto Park.
They have.
You can trust the relationships, top-tier service. That's people just keep coming back because of that consistency. I was there yesterday. I was in the Fayetteville Auto Park yesterday. What a selection. You could spend a day just driving around in there and just looking at every vehicle imaginable.
Honda, Acura, Chevy, Toyota, pre-owned. I mean, you're gonna find a car.
It's a heck of a pre-owned
You're gonna
selection.
find an automobile.
It is, and they got an award-winning service department. They got complimentary loaners. I mean, what they're there to do is take care of you and help you. Fayetteville Auto Park, 25 years in business. You can drive with confidence. It's 7:26. It's Wednesday. I don't know if this was a good idea. This is October 22nd. Tell us what you would do if you were in charge of the program.
This always comes the day after Ask Bart anything.
Yes, it's a back-to-back situation every year. By the way, I hear we may have some leftover questions for Bart from yesterday.
Really?
So we could go back if we need to. If we didn't get enough
I didn't
yesterday.
know that.
Yeah, we'll see. 7:26 again. Good morning. It's cool out. You're right, Chuck. You're right. You're right.
You're not wrong, Chuck.
Because
that's
we don't
all
want
I wanted to hear. That's really all I wanted to hear.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more, they carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Truck Month is here at Chevrolet of Fayetteville, and the savings are big. Get up to $12,000 off new Silverados, up to $8,000 off Chevy 2500s, and up to $5,000 off Chevy Colorado. That's real money back in your pocket. Plus more inventory, more discounts, and better service than anywhere else in Northwest Arkansas. Stop by today and see Chris, Mark, and Denver at Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Together, let's drive.
You know what else makes you an Arkansas Razorback fan? Going to the University of Arkansas. How about playing football for the team?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
right. No, Arthur. I'm right. I am right. Go look at it. Go look it up. Do the research and then come back.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
7:32.
It's one of my top 5 favorite moments.
It is. I feel like we haven't had enough angry Bart today. We need to.
I'm right.
Bart, what are you upset about? Let me just tell you this. First Security Bank will make you happy. They will make you happy with your money. They'll help you with your money. They'll help you invest your money. They'll help you with a home loan. Whatever it is, they're going to help you bank better. That's just the way it is.
Right.
Because it's all about how they treat people. Friendly, local Arkansans, all in on their local communities and helping you bank better every day. Convenient locations all over the state. First Security Bank, member FDIC, fsbank.com online. I don't know even how to get into this, but I don't want to sound like this person, but like the NBA started, and I don't know why. And it's on TV, and it's just like, okay, well, there it is. These seasons are too long. I don't get interested. What is it about some of these things where you just can't get interested until later? I mean, here we got an exhibition basketball game.
Well,
college sports is better. Like I'm not ready for basketball yet, but I will. I want to hear or watch what's happening Friday, or I want to be there, and then Monday with that exhibition game in Memphis. And I have some interest, but not near the interest that we have in what's going on in college football right now.
I agree with that.
And I mean, we start basketball in October, and if you make it to my birthday in April, it's been a good year. That's forever. That's forever from now.
Well, and look, they're playing good games. Those games last night were good. There's a slew of NBA games that'll be good tonight. These college games that are going to be played is good. I mean, Arkansas is going to Michigan State in November. That's great. But if your mind is on other things, it doesn't matter.
Should I commit to the NBA for 1 year, for one season, one full season? Should I?
To what you were saying, Bo. Like, I feel like
I like the NBA.
I feel like you don't.
I do too.
Most guys my age
now?
don't.
Like
guys my age don't.
Starting
I know
now or like later?
Well, the difference is like this is where I was going, Bo. Is like Chuck has a team, right? Chuck is a Knicks fan.
He has a squad.
Edward is a Spurs fan. I am a Grizzlies fan.
You have a squad.
So
I don't have a squad.
We have teams, and we follow our teams.
I don't have a squad. That's the issue.
I think
I don't have a team.
Well, you gotta pick a team.
I'm not watching a bunch of random NBA games throughout the course of the week. I might watch a couple, but
you can go to.
Who wants Bo to be a fan?
Who wants me? I'm going to send a letter to all the NBA teams. I'm going to be Michael in Dallas.
Trying to pick a
I'm
team.
going to send letters upon letters. Do you want me to be your fan? I'll be your like. I want to be your fan. Do you want me to be your fan?
We can have like a high school recruiting hat situation.
Yes.
Bo picks a hat.
I should pick a team.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to spend time on this. I don't want it to be, I want it to be real, and I want it to mean something. I don't want to just surface.
You can't just pick the Thunder just because they won. You can't just pick them because they won.
No, I need a team. Yeah. I got to find me a team.
Bit of advice.
I haven't had a team since Jordan left the Bulls.
The NBA on NBC is back, so it's the perfect time.
He was on last night.
Yeah, he was.
He was on last night. Mike Tirico was interviewing him.
Let's listen to Michael Jordan. We have to hear him. Let's listen.
Do you ever pick up a ball and just shoot? I haven't picked up a ball in years. No, come on. Just like walk past. There's got to be a hoop somewhere at your place. You don't see a hoop anywhere around here, right? I don't. Seriously, the last time you picked up a basketball and shot? I was at the Ryder Cup. Yeah. And I rented a house from the owner. Sure. He came over to do pictures. He had grandkids. And I was meet and greet and thank him for allowing me to stay in the house. And he had a basketball court. He says, I want you to shoot one free throw. I said, really? And I already paid for the house. It's not like he got to see me. So when I stepped up to shoot the free throw, it's the most nervous I've been in years. Stop it. In years. Stop it. Come on. And reason being is those kids heard the stories from the parents about what I did 30 years ago. Right. So their expectation is 30 years prior, and I haven't touched the basketball. I hope you switched it. Absolutely.
Yeah. I knew that was coming.
I got the most gratifying that made my whole week is that I was able to please that kid, not knowing if I could.
That's crazy. Here's a guy who's making hundreds of millions of dollars a year in retirement.
Billions.
Yeah. Sorry, I undershot the mark.
Once a player, always a player.
And like it made his week to make a free throw because with somebody and something on the line and like
Ultimate
expectations.
competitor, man. Ultimate competitor.
Absolutely.
That's the thing about Jordan that probably doesn't get talked about enough. I mean, it gets talked about when they do stories on him, but that guy's will to compete was insane. Insane.
Sometimes it went over the top, it seems like, but that's what made him who he is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what made him so dominant.
So, and I haven't had a team since.
So
I haven't had an NBA
it's
team.
back now.
Do you guys have any suggestions?
Well, Oklahoma City's a natural choice.
OKC.
You know, because of Jalen and Isaiah, and they're close.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Hey, the Orlando Magic might be fun.
Miami Heat.
Okay, they've got Anthony Black.
I'd covered the Heat a little bit back in the late '90s.
But I mean, if you want to really follow basketball, you need to be a Knicks fan. I mean, the Knicks. I mean, New York is America's basketball city.
I don't know. I just can't. Like back when I liked the Bulls, I just can't see myself doing that.
You didn't really like the Bulls. You just like Jordan.
That's true. But I thought I liked the Bulls,
Yeah.
and I still have that part of
How
my.
many games you been to since
my-
you quit?
my-
How many times you watched them?
I don't recall ever.
Exactly.
Maybe when Ronnie Brewer played.
Well, maybe.
For a minute,
Yeah,
or-
maybe. You
yeah,
watched half the
maybe.
game.
Maybe I watched
You
some
know,
of that.
you know.
This is tough. I got to find. I don't even know where to
The
start.
Mavericks are fun games. Fun to go to Dallas, watch the Mavericks play.
Yeah, I could get on board with that. Maybe I should talk to Ty and see if he wants to, like my son Ty, and see if he wants to.
Ooh, that'd be a good.
Like, hey, you want to, like, is there a team like that we should follow together? And we could talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
give you
get
something to
the whole
talk
family
about.
on board.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the committing to the NBA this year? We'll give it a season. JT is in Nashville. Hey, JT.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, man, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
you sound great.
Hello?
Yeah, you sound better than Bart. I mean,
we
really?
got it.
Like, I'm about to take the phone part of this deal. And
I think that's
Sterling in Center Ridge. Sterling, what's going on?
Hey, guys.
Good morning.
Working hard. Good morning. Guys, I asked Chuck a question at the end of the show yesterday, and he didn't have time to really
Yeah, I
get
heard
into
that.
it.
I heard that as I was driving to a meeting. I heard you and Chuck.
I mean, you were like, I said Edward. Sterling was like, I was looking at Edward. Sterling was like, oh, we're doomed. Nobody's done as bad as us.
Nobody's had a bigger fall.
Nobody's had a bigger fall.
I did hear that.
Yeah.
You really feel that way,
Yeah.
Sterling? You don't feel like Arkansas? You think it's just they're in the Grand Canyon of despair?
Well, Chuck reminded me about the good years we had with Nutt and Biederman and Danny had that year in '95, but I do think we done had a mighty fall. And you look at these jobs and people rank jobs, and I know it's everybody's opinion, but they have us below Oklahoma State, Virginia Tech, and a lot of that has to do with the league you're in and access to the playoffs was the argument. So I guess, and I know we're never going to leave, and I don't want to leave, but I'm just, besides the overall financial benefit of being in this league, is it good to be in this league?
Do you think Bobby
'Cause,
Petrino can get Arkansas to a playoff in the next 3 years?
Can he?
Yeah.
Well, he did it. I mean, he done it before. He done it over a decade ago. I mean, if it would have been one, we would have been in it. So he has done it before here.
I
think
actually think he can.
I think he can, but I mean the road. I'm just saying, but the road is hard.
Well,
I mean, you got the behemoths. You got the big dogs that have been good forever, and now Vandy's in the top 10.
You got to hire the right guy.
They got to replace Pavia.
I mean, look,
let's see if they're still that without Pavia. I mean, look.
Yeah, but they hired the right guy. They hired the right guy to run their program over there. Indiana hired the right guy. And sometimes you've got to get a little lucky. I mean, I didn't hear anybody say, man, look out for Indiana. They've hired Kurt Signetti. Nobody said that until they started winning. Right. And so you part of it at a school like Arkansas, as was the case with Petrino. Sometimes you got to get a little, you got to get a, lucky.
I hear you, Sterling. We all go through this. You're just going through it right now. We all go through this. I've been there. I've come in here on days and said, like, what is the point of all this? This isn't going to happen. But
you mean the show?
That too.
That's when we turn it over to Bart.
That too. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Actually, but we all go through this. Listen, I honestly, you guys tell me what you think about this. I'm really considering. I haven't talked to the crew here yet about it. I'm really considering bringing in a therapist. Like, seriously.
A psychologist?
Yes.
Sports psychologist or just a psychologist?
Just a psychologist.
There are a lot of issues.
To just kind of talk through, honestly, the mental health of Razorback fans. I mean, listen to Sterling. Yeah. Sterling's the most optimistic guy in the world. And he's just going through it.
So I just got one prediction, and guys, and it's a far-fetched one, so that's why I'm letting y'all have it. If Vitello takes that job with the Giants,
he's taking it.
That he will be our next manager / coach. I don't know what they call a college coach, but I call him manager. He'll be our next manager after Van Horn retires, because all them guys get fired.
Yeah.
In the major league, all of them get fired.
Yeah. Well,
so he'll be fired.
I'll tell you,
and then
baseball's
Van Horn leaves, retires. He comes.
One of the issues, we got to hit a break, but one of the issues, and we can get into it maybe later, I think baseball programs all over the country, including Arkansas and Tennessee, are not in the position they thought they were going to be in financially. And it's causing problems with coaches and ADs. And there's been several reports to that effect about Tennessee and Vitello. We'll get into that. More calls coming.
There's a lot of money involved, no doubt about that. Hey, it's been raining. We're going to have some more rain. We're kind of heading into the rainy season. Gutters. If you're having issues with your gutters or the drainage around your house, Hog Trough Gutters is the answer. Locally owned and operated, 30 years of experience. Now, they really do it all. I mean, they'll make the seamless gutters on site. They do trenching work, French drains. They're fully licensed and insured. Every job comes with a 20-year warranty. And they service all of the area, Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley. Take a picture, send it to them. Sometimes they can give you a pretty good assessment just by that. Sometimes they need to come out. Sometimes they give you good news. Sometimes it's bad news, but it's going to be accurate. And that's what sets them apart all of the time. And don't wait. If you got problems, get in contact with them today. You can log on to hoggutters.com. I could be mistaken, but I did read it.
It's pretty even.
It could have been incorrect, but I did read it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Football season's here, and Flight by Yuengling is the light beer built for game days. Tastes like a Yuengling, but it's a light beer, and only 95 calories. Flight raises the bar for what a light beer should be, and now it comes in a 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle and skinny cans. Perfect for tailgates, watch parties, or just kicking back after the game. Pick it up at your favorite store or ask your bartender. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When something goes wrong, a car wreck, an injury, mounting debt, or getting denied the help you deserve, it's hard to know where to turn.
That's when Cadell Reynolds shows up. This is a team that fights for Arkansans. Personal injury, disability, bankruptcy, they handle it all. And they know how to get results.
You've got enough to deal with. Don't try to figure it out alone.
Call Cadell Reynolds, 866-314-3728, or visit CadellReynolds.com.
Cadell Reynolds. Make the right call.
The Razorback Raffle is back. This raffle is a new and exciting way to support Razorback athletics, whether you're inside Razorback Stadium or calling the Hogs anywhere in the great state of Arkansas. Our inaugural raffle jackpots grew to nearly $500,000 last spring. Now you can be our next big winner, even if you're not in the stadium. Get your raffle ticket purchased to have a chance to win big right now at RazorbackRaffle.com.
When is the last time you thought, oh, the SEC's making an announcement today, and it's going to be good for the Hogs?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
am not a planner, and that's the problem.
How does that, this may be a little personal, sorry. How does that work in married life if you're not a planner?
Well, evidently not well.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
7:50 on a Wednesday morning. Today is the day. Chuck will be at the Catfish Hole tonight.
Talon Green's going to be there tonight.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Talon's going to be there.
Stars are coming out.
What are you going to ask Talon tonight, Chuck?
I don't know. We're not there yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
no idea.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant we're not there yet.
I think you did mean it like that. You didn't mean for it to sound like that.
Maybe so. Maybe
so. It sounded exactly how you meant it.
Fair enough. I don't know yet. I don't know.
What the heck, Bo? I mean, really? Scott's in Springfield. Scott,
okay.
How are we, Scott? Good morning.
Good morning, fellas. Thanks for taking my call.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit behind you guys. I paused you for a little bit, but Bo had mentioned in one of the earlier statements about Missouri State, their staff, and how they're doing. I actually attended the Missouri State SMU game here in Springfield. And a couple things that really stood out to me when I watched that game. First of all, it was hot. And that field is AstroTurf, but it was extremely hot. The Bears, I was expecting a blowout, and the Bears shut them down in the first quarter. I think they scored 14 in the second, and then they scored 7 in the third and 7 in the fourth. The the Bears pretty much held their own. Now, they got gas at the end, and SMU kind of took their foot off the gas, so to speak. But for 3 quarters, the Missouri State defense was holding their own with them.
Yeah. I mean, I think Petrino and what he left there,
Scott
and the head coach now, and his son is the offensive coordinator.
LD's the defensive coordinator.
They've got similar culture there. I mean, look, thanks for the call, Scott. The difference that I'm seeing, and somebody called earlier about it with this group, it's just the way Petrino coaches. What he demands, how he makes players understand why he's demanding it, and them trying to do it has been improvement. Now, they got to get more stops on defense, and it'll be interesting to see, can this defense improve a little as they go. I think they've improved, but it's hard to say that when you're giving up 42 points.
Right.
Also, A&M might be the best team in the league, and they might win it all. A&M is going to they're going to they playing LSU this week?
I think they play them. Do they? Is it Saturday? Yeah.
Saturday night in Death Valley.
In Death Valley.
Yeah, that's going to be a really interesting game for all kinds of reasons, not the least of which is Brian Kelly's future. I mean, this Brian Kelly thing has just not worked. Can we say that? Can we say that it hasn't worked?
Yeah, I mean,
it's not worked the way they thought it would.
Yeah, they've been fine.
I mean,
but fine's not good enough at LSU.
Well, but I mean, I know they had that magic season when Coach O was there, but it also fell apart at the end there too. And Les Miles had a magic season or two, and then it fell apart. And so, I mean, I don't.
Have you seen a better team than A&M this year?
See, I'm not convinced that Marcel Reed is as good as what he was made to look this past Saturday night.
Okay.
I think they're really good. I think they're championship level defensively. I am not completely sold on Marcel Reed. Arkansas helped a lot because they ran by the quarterback and they left huge running lanes for him. And Marcel Reed has not had a passing game as good as the one he had against Arkansas. So I got to see a little bit more. But they're in the hunt. Yeah.
I think, A&M, Georgia. I don't know about
Alabama's
Ole Miss.
playing really well right now. Alabama's playing really well.
Does
right
the
now.
SEC have the national champion this year? Do they have? I don't know. It might be Ohio State again.
It might be Indiana.
Wouldn't that be something? Indiana.
All right, Indiana's playing A&M in the playoff. Who you got?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I don't know. This is the problem with conferences and what the conferences are like. Pat Narduzzi, the Pitt coach, said that the ACC is he said, I've been saying it for 10 years. This is the toughest league top to bottom. The ACC.
He knows better.
Everybody thinks their league is the toughest league. Matt Zimmerman's coming up to talk some hoops.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
This fall, don't just pay for a heating tune-up. Make it part of a Paschal membership and get year-round benefits for your home. For as low as $8.99 a month, your annual tune-up is included. Plus, members get exclusive discounts on air, plumbing, and electric services. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your home, budget, and peace of mind with Paschal. Visit gopaschal.com to learn more and join today. And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
Need help growing your brand with strategy and creativity? At Vanquish Marketing, the mission is simple. Help businesses grow with clarity, kindness, and excellence. They don't just run ads or manage campaigns. They come alongside brands as a true partner. By creating data-driven marketing funnels and building strategies that scale, they equip their clients for long-term success. Guided by their core values, they know growth is about more than transactions. It's about people. Visit vanquish.marketing to jumpstart your brand today.
Chris in Fayetteville, you're on the news, weather, information station.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, we're full service, baby.
The Chuck and Bo Show. Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
So I'm at the gym yesterday, and I go take a big giant gulp out of this water bottle. And then I realize, as I'm carrying the water bottle in my hand, it's not mine. But I made an about face, and I immediately pivoted and went right back, put it down, and walked off and hoped nobody saw. What do you do?
I think you handled it the right way. Yeah, I mean, if you were carrying diseases, that'd be different. But as far as I know, you're not. There's no harm, no foul.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this much.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
It's a Wednesday.
It is.
It's you were right in the middle of it. We've got a big game on Saturday. Auburn and Arkansas. Hogs, I think, are a point favorite in the Oaklawn Sports app today. Download the Oaklawn Sports app, by the way. New customers earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets. It's the easiest app to use, and you can bet with the brand you trust. Arkansas's best sports betting app, Oaklawn Sports. Oaklawn.com. Get all the details, and racing season isn't that far away. We've got basketball.
I know.
I mean, I just don't even – I'm completely caught off guard here.
You know, we're talking about the exhibition game Friday night. Then they've got another exhibition game on Monday night in Memphis. And then a week from Monday, the regular season begins, November 3rd. I mean, it's hard to believe we're all, almost through October. But, yeah, it's there have already been exhibition games. I saw Nebraska and BYU played a couple of nights ago. So there are already exhibition games going on out there.
You've got, Cincinnati on Friday.
Cincinnati.
What time's the game?
7.
Is there will we have television?
I don't know.
Streaming?
I don't know.
You're not concerned with that. You've got radio. I've always wondered this, by the way. Can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure.
As Bart figures out if, Z got called into a meeting.
Yeah, what's going on
coming on
there?
the show.
Yeah.
When we talk about the game, and for example, I say Arkansas Auburn 11:45 Saturday morning, SEC Network, and I don't say anything about listening to you call the game on the radio. Are you slightly offended?
Nah. No,
because people do that. They give out the TV time.
They do.
But they don't say, Chuck's going to have the call.
Well, there's the assumption. People consume their games differently now. I mean, I'm in all honesty, I don't think it's unusual at all for a single person to watch the game, listen to the game on the car radio, listen to the game on an app, and then go back to watching the game. And some combination of all of that. I just think the way we consume games in our society now is different.
Yeah, you can get in the car and listen to it, run up to the store, grab something.
It's I know some people can sit down and watch, you can get away with it. But real life, lots of people can't. And so, but no, to answer your question, I'm not offended.
Well, I want you to know, on Saturday, I'll be listening to you the entire game.
Well, that'll be
entire
great.
game.
That'll
I'll be listening to you.
I'll be nervous.
I just want you to know. I'm probably going to text you. Say this.
Yeah, say it just like that.
Because Ty and I are going to be on a trip, and I've got to listen to the game. I can't be there. Matt Zimmerman is joining us now.
He'll be on the basketball.
Is he doing a good job spotting for you?
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's very good. That's a tough job. Yeah. That's a tough job. It's a thankless job. And no, he's good.
Does he talk too much during the broadcast? To you, or
if he does, I don't really hear it. I mean, I don't listen.
Matt, good morning. Thanks for coming on, Z. How are you?
You're welcome. Doing great, Bo, Chuck, Bart. Nice to be on with you guys this morning. Yep, good morning. And we've had as far as the football broadcast, we've had some great broadcasts this year. Just hadn't had the wins to go with it, but maybe that flips on Saturday. Hogs got a great chance. Auburn 0-4. Hogs at home. Hopefully it's a big win.
Are you going to San Francisco with Vitello?
Well, I think Riley Hall had the best text when he sent me that the other day. I think I forwarded it to y'all where he said, just think, because Tony had offered me a job one time and I didn't go. And he said, just think if you'd have taken this job with Vitello in April, you'd be in Yankee Stadium or Dodger Stadium or, somewhere like that.
in a major league dugout. Instead, you're up there in the radio booth with binoculars getting yelled at by Chuck.
That's so true. But that's where your heart is. Your heart's not in the big league dugout. Your heart's with Chuck. And
right.
You and Chuck are going to get on these buses and airplanes and stay in these hotels and travel the world with Cal and the squad.
Yeah.
I can't believe we've already got basketball coming. What you go to practice, you see it. What have you seen? We know the roster. I mean, we've seen all the hype that's come with all of these players,
right.
The transfers, TB's back, having his best self going. But what can we expect as far as this team coming together as a team?
I think that's something that remains to be seen. It's probably the most talented team we've had in a long time. Anthony Black, Jordan Walsh, Rick Council, all that was a very talented team. And this one is kind of that way, just a little bit bigger. This is a bigger team than that one, more athletic. So it's a team that has a lot of potential to be great. He loves the team. And I had Trent Tipton practice the other day, who's the athletic director of Morrilton, a longtime high school basketball coach. And Coach came over to him and met Trent, and he started talking about how much he liked the team, but he also said, he was on them that day hard, and he said, I've got to stay on these guys harder than I did last year because of what this team can be and what it can kind of grow into, and he believes that. But number one thing is we're just going to be, last year 14 losses, 22 wins. This team should be much better than that, and this team is just bigger. They're more athletic. They try harder on defense. They play harder as a team, and they rebound. They fight for rebounds. Now we went to Hot Springs, and he was mad because they really didn't compete that hard rebounding. But you see it in practice all the time, and I love the fact he's been putting those defensive standards on top of the basket where the ball has to be a perfect shot to go in. So there's a lot of misses. He does that in a scrimmage situation, and they battle each other for rebounds. They have to because almost every shot's a miss, even layups or misses with that cover on top of the rim. And it's just going to be it's going to be nice to see a Razorback team should be able to clean up the boards because you got some guys that can really rebound. Nick Pringle, Malik Ewan, Trevor Brazil. Those three all are guys that should have games in double figures in rebounding. Malik Ewan, I think, is a super underrated player, and I think I love how he plays. I just love his game, and he's super skilled, and he's a good athlete, and he's a guy who can get you 14 and 8, and he's got that kind of thing. He can pass the basketball. He could probably average 2.5 assists a game. Very, very good player. Going to be a very important part. But he's got 9 good players, and right now it's a 9-man rotation.
Well, I was going to ask you about that. I mean, we hear about the returnees, and we got these great new players. I mean, what do you think the rotation's going to look like?
Well, the 10th through 15th players are better than the 10th through 15th that we had last year, and nothing against those guys. This is a better team, and some big guys. You got a couple of 7-footers sitting in that number 10 through 15 spot. But through the top 9, obviously the 4 returners. It'll be interesting because I still think he could bring Billy off the bench, and that's as versatile as he is. He can play point on offense. Sometimes he's guarding big men on defense. He's so interchangeable. He's a great piece to bring off the bench. If he can come in for DJ, if he picks up a couple of early fouls, or he can come in for Carter, or he can come in for Malik Ewan. But with the 4 returners, I think that 3 of those will probably be in the lineup, and Billy being the 6th man. So you have Carter and DJ and Trevin Brazil. I would think Malik Ewan. He might bring Malik off the bench and start Nick Pringle. It's been hard to get a read on what he thinks about that. And then the other starter being Darius Acuff. Great guard, tough, about 6'3". Him and DJ are so similar. They look alike. They play alike. Their bodies are about the same size. To me, it looks like DJ's grown just a little bit, and they're both strong, attacking, physical guards, city guards. And when you have guys like that, that's really good. So then you have Billy off the bench, Nick or Malik off the bench. Malik Thomas, I thought in the summer it was a struggle for him, highly acclaimed, one of the most highly recruited high school players in the country from Pittsburgh. And then about August, the light came on, and he can really shoot it, and he's gotten tougher. He's gotten more physical. He's good. he's going to be a really, really good player. Hopefully he's a two-year guy here. I don't know, because he's really coming on. And then the ninth man is Isaiah Seeley from Springdale. And he has been surprised. I think the staff has said that he has surprised them. And he's very skilled. He's 6'7", he's long, and he could shoot the basketball pretty good. And so I think with Isaiah being your ninth guy, you got quite a bit of depth. Usually when they start scrimmaging, the 10th man is Jaden Carletwa, who was here last year, 6'5" sophomore from California. I don't know how much he'll get in. And then you got the 2 7-footers, and they're just trying to earn time. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them redshirts and then the other one plays a little bit. But they're going to have to move up in Cal's eyes, I think, to earn much time right now.
All right. Well, it's Friday night. It's on the SEC Network Plus, by the way.
Is it?
Also.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So
good.
you can listen to it with Chuck and Z. You can also watch it on SEC Network Plus streaming. The best thing I've heard today so far, City Guards.
Yeah, I've already gotten a couple of texts
City
about that.
Guards.
Yeah, City Guards.
Well, real quick, Z, what is a City Guard?
Well, Todd Davis is a City Guard. That's pretty good. Lee Mayberry, and I think he was Tulsa. I don't know, but he was obviously one of our greats. Ron Brewer played like a City Guard, but he was from Fort Smith. He wasn't really a City Guard. But Sidney Moncrief was a City Guard, a Little Rock kid, and those are City Guards. But these guys are big city guys.
Zizo, hey, New York City guy. New York City Guard, man. Tough kid. Knows
I
how
like
to play.
it.
Knows how to play.
I like it. Playing on the playground out there,
Tough
in the games.
Tough.
I get it.
I probably overused that term, even when I was coaching. Anytime we played a guard from New York, I'd pump them up extra.
Oh, I know.
But
He was the toughest kid in
those guys
America.
up too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and Chuck are city broadcasters.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Thank you, Z. Have a great
You're welcome,
Wednesday.
guys. Have a great day.
Tell Tony
Bye.
good luck in San Francisco for us.
He's going in the bunker. I've texted him a couple times. He's always a good
Hey, is he going to take
response.
that job or not? Is he going to take that job or not?
I think so.
I think
he
so,
is, but
I think
he's
so,
in the
too.
bunker, man. He's not responding. He's gotten quiet.
Tell him we want to get him on after he, after things settle down.
Okay, I will.
He text you back.
All right.
All right. Thanks,
Yep.
Lee.
All right, guys.
Matt Zimmerman is our he's our go-between for the Chuck and Bo
He's our
show
liaison.
to Tony V.
Yeah.
He is.
Hey, before the season gets started, if you're looking at making a wager perhaps on the Razorbacks,
Well, who's not?
And the basketball team, Arkansas plus 700 to win the SEC. That's tied for the third best odds in the league behind Florida, who, makes sense that they would be the favorite, and Kentucky doesn't make as much sense to me, at least. I would have Arkansas with the second best odds. Plus 500 to make the Final Four. Better odds to make the Final Four than to win the SEC.
That's interesting.
Plus 2,000 to win the national title at Oklahoma State.
I think we just ought to bet all of that.
Yeah.
Well, let's put. By the way, post that, and I'm in. Do you want to get in on that? I've
I'm
already
in.
bought
I'm
$10
in.
worth of raffle
I'm in.
tickets today.
I'm in.
Let's just split $100 on each of that, and we'll go out to a nice dinner at Oakland if it hits.
Perfect.
Done?
I'm in.
Okay.
By the way, BE in Clarksville says don't sleep on country guards. It's
That's
not
a
just
good
about
point.
City Boy.
That's
All
a good
City
point. I think of a
Guards.
guy like Jason Gilbert
Yeah,
from
Austin
Mountain View,
Reeves,
Arkansas.
Austin Reeves
Yeah.
playing with the Lakers. Don't sleep on those country guards.
Yeah. Pat Bradley was a city guard.
He was a city guard.
Yeah. All right. Back in a minute, the Chuck and Bo Show. Hey, by the way, don't forget, you want to watch the games, you can do it at Walk-Ons. They got more than 60 TVs at every location. There's games on every night right now. And you got the NBA. We established the NBA started.
Back.
You got the World Series coming up. Of course, we got college football and NFL on the weekends. And ask about Flight by Yingling while you're there. They have it on tap. It tastes like a Yingling, but it's only 95 calories. The next generation of light beer. Flight by Yingling.
Yeah, what's your point?
You want my point?
Yes, I asked for it. Make
Here's
it.
my point.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag is still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
The voice of the Razorbacks is Chuck Barrett, and he chose McDonald Eye Associates for his recent cataract surgery.
I went to McDonald Eye. I can see in a way I've not seen in a long time. And I'm looking forward to this football season because of that. Your eyes are a big deal. I don't care if you're a sports play-by-play guy or what you do. You have to have trust. My trust was developed because I knew they were listening to me.
For your best vision, trust McDonald Eye. Online and same-day appointments at McDonaldEye.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. Today's been it's been a strange day.
Yeah, we've had some struggles here and there. Let's just be blunt. Can we be blunt?
Well, it's 50-50 at best.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I've been brain dead for 2 days.
I
Some
know.
people would argue much longer.
Well,
but I mean,
it's
if
been
by my
it's been
own
noticeable.
personal standards.
It's been noticeable,
Yeah.
really, the
I
last
was
couple of
just like,
days.
ugh.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Everybody looks forward to Bart's actual top 25.
The
so
actual.
much so that it normally comes out on Tuesday, and it's been delayed to today, and we may get to it. We may not, but I think there's a chance that we could. I
So
was
be ready.
looking at this post
I'll just go home. See you guys tomorrow.
from SEC Mike on Twitter, and explosive plays offensively, 20 yards or more, national rankings after week 8. Who's number one in the country? Explosive plays. Anybody want to guess?
Hogs.
It might be
Arkansas.
Arkansas, yeah.
Ole Miss 9, Tennessee 14, A&M 14. Vanderbilt 23rd, Missouri's 38th. Auburn's 113th in explosive plays. If ever there was a chance for the defense to feel better about themselves. Could it come on Saturday?
Yeah, if Arkansas wants to win, it needs to.
Auburn allows a lot of sacks. They've given up 27 sacks.
What will you do on Saturday when you're calling the game if Arkansas gets a sack? What will you do if they get a turnover?
I'm not sure. It's been so long. I don't know.
You're gonna lose your
I have to
mind.
go back and practice.
You better practice in
If
front
they
of the mirror.
if they can get some pressure on the quarterback, they got a chance to get a turnover.
Quincy Rhodes
Yeah. He,
gets to the quarterback. Arnold goes down.
They have not forced a turnover since ASU. Is that right? ASU, I think that's right.
They have one at Memphis.
Memphis, that's right. They got a turnover at Memphis.
But Memphis.
That's still been a while.
Memphis tried the old double pass.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
threw it
Miguel
straight up in
Mitchell
the
got that
air.
interception.
Yeah, they threw it
That's
up in the
right.
air. Suey fan in Fort Smith. We're taking a risk here. Good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Taking a risk. I see how it is, fellas.
It's been a tough day for callers.
Oh, I understand. Yesterday I broke my hand, so I'm right there with you today.
Okay. I hope you're all right. What'd you do?
Punch the wall?
I crushed my hand between some concrete, but I'll be all right. I work for the school department, so we get some questionable work orders. But anyway, the reason I wanted to call and talk to y'all was y'all were telling us, you were talking about how we all listen to the game and watch the football games and stuff. And man, I tell you what, I make my old lady mad every single Saturday. Because what I'll do is I'll throw on every single TV in the house on the game.
It's not
and then
because you
mute
call
all
her an
of them.
old lady?
Well,
That's not why she gets mad.
there's an 11-year difference between us. So, I mean, yeah, she's my old lady for sure. But I mute all the TVs. It really makes her mad because I'll throw on my phone and hit that line, and I'll listen to y'all call the game because the ESPN people, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. So all the TVs are on, but no sounds coming out of them because I got my Bluetooth on, just listening to y'all talk about the game, and she gets mad because it's about 2 plays, ahead of the TV, and I'll be like, yeah, touchdown, and she'd be like, what are you talking about? They just got sacked. So.
You know what? I was just thinking, Bart and I.
Thank you
need
for
to
listening,
Yeah,
Suey
and
fan.
thanks
Thank
for
you.
sharing that. Good luck with your hand. You sound like you're
And
doing
your old
fine
lady.
on the painkillers, and give our best to your old lady.
Yeah.
I think Bart and I should maybe start a third screen situation where you are not calling the game, but you call the game on your own. Like Bart and I sit here with a cup of coffee, and we're at walk-ons or whatever, and we're just talking about the game.
Yeah, like the
third
Bo
screen.
and Bart cast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like the McAfee Mega Cast.
Yeah.
And, we'll just bring randoms in and just, we'll discuss what's going on.
Yeah.
And then
Have
we'll
some beers.
turn you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll turn the beer and we'll turn you up a little bit. Talk about, see, even Chuck's saying that.
Yeah.
Turn it back down. And,
right.
And, if you don't want to listen
like
to
a
the
hit.
ESPN guys, it's a great idea. And you know how Bart's opinions will and then he can make predictions like he does.
They're going to run it on the
throughout-
next play. They're going to run it.
Yeah.
They're going to run it.
And
Watch.
here
Anybody
crossing
can
route.
see it
Here
coming.
comes the wheel route.
Here comes the crossing route.
Oh,
right
they're
here.
going to throw a draw. Yeah, they're going to run a draw right here.
Yeah, I don't know. What are they doing? What are those guys doing? That guy's going the wrong way on defense.
Yeah. I think you're onto something there.
Gotta
Opinion
pressure
very
the
definitely
quarterback.
pushes the needle. I mean, that's what drives the bus.
We'll look into it. Mississippi State or Texas A&M, has been fined for faking an injury. $50,000
You
for
could
faking
tell
an
he
injury.
was faking too.
Yeah, you could.
$50,000.
Good for them. Good for the SEC for finding them. I mean, I know 50,000 is a drop in the bucket, but good for them.
Did that affect Arkansas on that drive? Didn't they go on to score?
I honestly
I
don't
think they
recall.
I think they went on to score.
Well, I mean, they went on to score pretty much every drive. So.
Yeah,
there was a lot of scoring.
Touchdown. I think they went on to score a touchdown, but that injury was to slow Arkansas down. That fake injury. So A&M fined, and let that be a warning to all
Let
of
that
you
be a
out
lesson
there.
to
Yeah.
all of you.
There's the fine. Bart, what is the actual top 25? Well, we got to take a break. Well, I think we'll get to it. I do think we'll get to it. What else did you want to get to?
I mean, I've got a whole list over here.
Well,
what's on
the list?
We've got the actual top 25. We have a fake news story that I found on Facebook.
We're going to have a
Fake
fake
news story of the
outstanding
day.
We're going to tell you what to watch at some point here.
Yeah.
And we have a heist that we haven't talked about yet.
Oh, yeah.
An
We gotta
actual
get to that.
heist.
A big
We haven't
time jewelry
had
heist.
one in a while.
Man.
Hot
Love a
minute.
good
In a
heist.
hot
We
minute.
haven't had a heist in a hot minute.
We got to talk about the heist.
What do we love about a heist? It's like women in murder stories. We like heists.
It's
Yeah.
It's like movies.
The planning,
Yeah.
the execution, like everything that goes into a good heist, you know?
Yeah.
Bart has larceny in his heart. You can tell. I mean, you can hear the joy in his voice when
I
he
just
starts
like heist
talking about
movies,
that.
man.
You know, larceny in his heart.
The Town, great movie.
He's not a bad person, but it is in his
Yeah,
heart.
it's-
It's 8:27. Good morning. You know, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Truck Month is here at Chevrolet of Fayetteville, and the savings are big. Get up to $12,000 off new Silverados, up to $8,000 off Chevy 2500s, and up to $5,000 off Chevy Colorado. That's real money back in your pocket. Plus more inventory, more discounts, and better service than anywhere else in Northwest Arkansas. Stop by today and see Chris, Mark, and Denver at Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Together, let's drive.
Hey, it's Bo, and I want to share something that's completely enhanced my day-to-day life. About a year ago, I started telling you about the Sweatnum Edge. Well, over the last several months, here's what's happened for me. My energy level is completely different. My exercise gains have seen a big jump. My mind is clearer, and frankly, life is just more enjoyable. Now, that's my story. What about you? Search the Sweatnum Edge online and get a free evaluation today. It's made a big difference for me, and I know it can for you too. The Sweatnum Edge.
Particularly in the South, I'm not sure there's a title that carries more weight than coach. Maybe preacher.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
you enjoy fake AI generated stories?
I do.
And getting scammed on the internet?
I do.
Facebook is for you.
That's what I like. That's what I want.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What to Watch is brought to you by Macadoodles. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to get into the heist. And then we're going to maybe get to the actual top 25. But I know it's going to be interesting. So we have to get to it. Hey, at Macadoodles, twice a year, they have a benefit. And they raise money through an auction. The 2025 Fall Whiskey Zoom Auction and Raffle Sneak Peek is out at Macadoodles. Some of this rare bourbons. Some of these rare bourbons they have, I mean, you're not going to find them anywhere. I think they've sold some of these, like that are in for like $7,000 or $8,000 a bottle. Like that's what they've paid for them. But it's it's a tax deductible, charitable event, and you can be involved with that. If you get on Macadoodle's website or Facebook page, you can figure that out, and we'll let you know when the date is going to be. Sometime likely in November. I was at Macadoodles yesterday. The customer service, we always talk about it, unbelievable. They've got a bourbon tasting club, and they sample bourbons and then put those bourbons out and say, basically, we're recommending this from a group of 8 people that tried these bourbons. You don't get that just anywhere. Great wine selection. What's today? Wednesday? Wine Down Wednesday. Even if it's on sale, it's 15% off every bottle of wine in the store. Macadoodles north of the state line, just north of Bella Vista. Macadoodles in West Siloam Springs. And also Guess Who in Bentonville, where you'll appreciate your experience. Bart, what are we watching? I know we got Friday night, SEC Network Plus has the exhibition basketball game.
That's right. There's some basketball tonight. NBA is back. Chuck's Knicks are in action at 6 o'clock on ESPN against the Cavs. Edwards Spurs are in action at 8:30 on ESPN against the Mavericks.
And I'm still looking for a team.
You're looking for a team.
I'm going to find – I'm considering committing to the NBA and finding a team. I'm going to reach out to teams and see who wants me.
There are some horrendous college football games on tonight if you're into that sort of thing.
We're good. We're good. Let's get to the heist.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the heist.
Some good old jewelry scamming here.
Larceny.
Yeah. So just under 10 minutes, a heist unfolded at the Louvre in Paris. Thieves stole priceless jewelry from the museum. They used a truck-mounted ladder to break into a second floor window, okay? And then they basically got inside this window, smashed a couple of display cases, snatched 8 precious objects, setting off alarms. They went out the same way they came in through that second window and then got away on some scooters.
Okay. Like electric scooters?
Yeah, I'm assuming a moped situation.
Now, Bart, honestly, if you're watching that unfold, who are you rooting for? The thieves or the people trying to catch them?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Well,
I think we know the answer to that. I think we know the answer. You're pulling for the thieves.
Yeah.
Probably so.
Yeah,
probably so.
I mean, I got to be honest.
They have
I
not.
am too.
They have not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Nobody's going to be going, hey, catch those guys.
right. What about that?
Beat 'em up.
Are they still?
They are at
out
large.
Of the wild?
They have not been captured.
Wow.
They just pulled up to
that's
the Louvre
exciting.
with a ladder on a truck, broke into a second-story window.
Makes
got
it
in,
sound
got
so
out.
easy.
Why are we
Yeah.
excited about this?
Because people love a good heist. Heist movies are so popular.
Look at Bart.
man.
He's giddy. he's giddy.
We should.
There's
try
going to
it.
be a movie about this.
We should try
someday.
this.
There will
It's
be
gonna
a movie
it's gonna
about
be
this.
great.
You can bet on that.
It's going to be great.
You want to try this?
No.
How much planning?
Do I want to think about it? Maybe.
How much planning do you think? How much planning do you think goes into that?
crazy.
Because they talked about how well planned out it was.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
I
professionals.
think months,
Well,
if
I'm
not
sure,
years of
yeah.
planning.
You think?
You got to scout the building. You have to scout the alarm systems. You have to figure out what triggers what. There's a
Is
lot
Sean
So
of.
when
Penn
is
do
your
it?
heist going to happen?
I'm not gonna be performing.
Is
a
Sean
heist.
Penn going to do an interview with one of these guys? And if this is going to be like dark and he's going to be smoking a cigarette or something else, and he'll be the journalist Sean Penn,
Yeah. Who was that?
like El Chapo
El
or
Chapo,
whatever.
that was it. El
He's
Chapo,
gonna,
that was
yeah,
it.
he's going to be doing that. We're gonna, man. Do you think they'll catch them?
Yes.
Man, I mean,
They'll catch 'em.
probably. I mean, most of these end with the people being caught.
Yeah. Well, you can't have everything. You
That's
can't
right.
have everything.
Wow,
That's right.
what a thrill!
Yeah, yeah.
It was fun for a bit.
Oh, it's just wild how we think about these things. Yeah. And it's not like robbing a bank.
Every
or
once in a
something
while,
like
they get
that.
away with it.
It's what is it about the jewelry heist? What is it about that
It's
know?
because of the movies. I mean,
yeah,
it's been,
that's
it's been romanticized.
That's the
over
problem.
the
That's the problem.
It's the media.
Yeah,
It's the media. It's
That's the
Hollywood.
problem.
It's Hollywood. Hollywood.
fault.
It's always Hollywood's fault.
These are real problems, man.
Yeah, those Hollywood.
Get out of here
Like-
with your Ocean's movie,
Those
George
California
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, it's Hollywood. Hollywood is corrupting the world.
Oh gosh.
One movie at a time.
That's right. Glorifying thievery.
Oh, listen to us, like rooting for the thieves.
Yeah, well,
that's kind of embarrassing, but it's just it's our heart.
You're harsh with the
question
criminals.
is, can they get out of the country with the jewels?
Well, I mean, who's going to buy them? I mean, people say, well, it's worth so and so. I've always believed
there's
it's,
always a buyer.
It's
Black
worth
market.
whatever somebody
Yeah.
pays for it.
Yeah, there's always a buyer.
Yeah, there's a pawn shops.
There's somebody.
I
pulling the
understand
strings.
that, but I mean,
No,
who you selling
there's
them
an
to?
overlord pulling the strings on this thing. I'm
Really?
sure. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, okay.
Keep an eye on this, will you?
I'd be
You
glad
keep-
to.
Chevy and Fayetteville Situation Room. Bart will keep us up to date on the heist.
You think we can maybe get a jewelry thief on? You know, for some
I
reference.
wonder if
you know any
Arthur.
jewelry thieves?
I wonder
Bart?
if Arthur has ever
That's
ever been
true.
part of a heist.
I bet he's thought about it.
He was in the clanker.
I bet he's thought about it.
All right, Bart. Actual top 25. Let's just move on from
Yeah, it was
Well,
fun.
this isn't. I don't know that this is
our
as good
sinful
as the
nature. Yeah, we need to get away from this. We are romanticizing this way too much.
heist. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I know. He's look at Bart. He's giddy.
I know.
I've been waiting all day to talk about the heist.
By the way,
know
your
you have.
film is coming out like tomorrow. Your
Wow.
Breaking
Is it
90
really?
attempt is filming.
Breaking
I
Bart?
think it's coming out tomorrow.
The world
I
premieres
think the
tomorrow.
finishing touches are being put on that.
We'll have a YouTube
We've
premiere.
made notes. and
Yeah, we
we've-
need to do the premiere on YouTube.
Yeah.
Live
It'll be
commentary.
an-
for
it'll
the
be an
fans
event.
watching.
Yeah.
Plenty of
Be an
fanfare.
event.
We got to have fanfare.
Yeah.
So I should just block off my calendar tomorrow and prepare for a live unveiling of Bart's Breaking 90 film. What he didn't break 90. Breaking Bart. By the way, we gotta postpone Friday. This is the second time that we've had to postpone
Mother Nature not cooperating.
Breaking Bart because of rain, severe weather, and so that'll likely be on Halloween.
Yeah.
At the Fayetteville Country Club, where we
Bart will be in full
we
costume.
try this
that
again.
day. He's going to dress
Oh
up.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
going to dress
yeah.
up as a golfer.
Yeah, Bart. What was that? Did you go? Did you go to Spirit Halloween yesterday?
Yeah, how'd that go for you?
No, I didn't.
You
Well,
didn't
you
go.
cancel your trip?
All that
Yeah.
talk, and you didn't even
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea more than you did yesterday on what you're going to be?
No, not really.
How about a jewelry thief?
Now that I could get behind.
There we go.
How about a jewelry thief?
I don't know exactly what that costume looks like.
Yeah, I don't either.
And I think it might get you into trouble if you were to wear that around,
Yeah, I don't
around
know.
town.
I don't know.
So we
I
might
don't know.
not do that. now
But
that I'm
please
thinking
let
of it.
us know
Yeah.
when you know what you're going to be for
That's
Halloween.
great.
The
I'd
world
be-
is dying to
I'll
know.
be glad to.
We've all got money on it.
Yeah.
Actual top 25.
Yeah, who's that?
Should we do
Who's
it?
in the actual
Should we
top
do it?
25?
Should we do it or
Should we
not?
do it now?
Should we like postpone it, push it off a little bit, or you want to do it now? What
Me?
do you- What do you think?
Oh, I'm going to defer to Bart on this.
Yeah. What do you want to do, Bart?
Let's just do it. Let's just run through
All
it.
right,
Yeah.
Chevy Fayetteville Situation Room. Here's Bart Pullman with the actual top 25. The AP poll comes out every week. It's full of mistakes and errors and misjudgments, and Bart's here to fix it all.
To
That's
correct them.
That's right. Number 1, Ohio State. That is in agreement with the poll. And then I start differing.
Well, it didn't take long.
Number 2, I have Alabama. Based on what they've done the past 4 weeks, they look really good. They've beaten 4 straight ranked teams. They are fully deserving of that spot in my mind.
What a turnaround for Kalen
Really,
DeBoer
yeah.
after the Florida State game.
Who's number 2 in the AP poll?
That would be Indiana. Number 3, number 3, Texas A&M. 4, Georgia. 5 is where I have Indiana. I have Ole Miss 6, Notre Dame 7, Georgia Tech 8, Vanderbilt 9, Oklahoma 10.
Vandy, top 10.
Miami 11, Oregon 12, Missouri 13, BYU 14, Louisville all the way up to 15. And then Cincinnati, Virginia, LSU, Texas Tech, Tennessee, the last three there, losers last week, round out the top 20. And then to finish out the poll, 21 Texas, 22 South Florida, 23 Arizona State, 24 Michigan, as much as it pains me, 25 Illinois.
So you're telling me that Vanderbilt is better than Oregon?
I am saying that on a neutral field, I think that would be a pick'em game, or Vandy should be favored.
Okay.
I think Vanderbilt is better
You think
than
Vanderbilt is
Oregon.
better? Well, you got them ranked higher, 3 spots.
I think Vanderbilt is better than Oregon.
You think
Yes.
Notre Dame's better than Oregon?
And I also think Vandy has a much more impressive resume than Oregon does at this point.
Yeah. Well, you may be right. You may be right.
Oregon hasn't beaten
Does
anybody.
Vandy make the playoff? Let's just cut to the chase. Does Vandy make the playoff?
Well, they've got Missouri, Texas, Auburn, Kentucky, Tennessee. If they go 4-1 down the stretch, yeah, they probably do.
Wow. Man, what a time to be alive.
And you know what? They're going to beat Missouri. They're going to give Texas everything they can handle. That game's in Austin. They'll beat Auburn. They'll beat Kentucky. It might come down to that Tennessee game for a spot in the playoff between those two teams.
Where is that game played at?
Knoxville.
Okay.
Can you imagine if Vanderbilt goes into Knoxville?
Oh, I think they will.
They could.
I mean, if they stay
They
healthy, I
could.
think
Tennessee's pretty good now.
Yeah.
They are. They are. But yeah, Chuck, Oregon hasn't beaten anybody. Like they haven't. They don't have a resume. So Vanderbilt does. I think Vandy's better.
He's Bart. He's here every week. He's here every day. He's Bart Pullman. If you want to text, call. Bart's always here. If you want that kind of expertise in another area, he can deliver it. It's in the Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. Over 200 vehicles, Chuck, on the lot right now.
They are.
Chevy Fayetteville.
You're going to find what you're looking for.
The Silverados. Beautiful Silverados.
They are good. I like them.
I saw a Tahoe yesterday. I was like, man, that is nice.
The Tahoes
I was
are
over
really
there.
good looking.
Yeah.
They
It
are
had
good looking.
sold on it.
Yeah. Well, that's not surprising.
It's beautiful.
It's not surprising.
I was like, oh, that looks good. Those Trailblazers, the Traverses, $13,000 off MSRP right now on the Silverado 1500. Chevy of Fayetteville, together, let's drive.
I know this is an audio medium, and I shouldn't just shake my head, but words fail me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Man, there's nothing like a perfect steak. So tender, juicy, and packed with flavor. And now, thanks to Plainview Beef, it's clean with no hidden chemicals. Plainview Beef feeds their cattle with wheatgrass sprouts, and their beef is loaded with nutrients your body needs. I'm telling you, you gotta try it. PlainviewBeef.com. Order direct to your house. Check out their menu, which includes 6 8-ounce fillets for just $99. Again, it's PlainviewBeef.com. Use the promo code Chuck and Bo and get a free 12-pack of beef sticks. PlainviewBeef.com.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
When something goes wrong, a car wreck, an injury, mounting debt, or getting denied the help you deserve, it's hard to know where to turn.
That's when Cadell Reynolds shows up. This is a team that fights for Arkansans. Personal injury, disability, bankruptcy. They handle it all. And they know how to get results.
You've got enough to deal with. Don't try to figure it out alone.
Call Cadell Reynolds, 866-314-3728. Or visit CadellReynolds.com.
Cadell Reynolds. Make the right call.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Are your gutters ready for fall? Leaves are coming, and that means it's time to protect your home. At Hog Trough Gutters, they install high-quality leaf guards that actually work. Don't waste money on the cheap guards from big box stores that clog up. And don't get stuck paying triple the price with the best of both worlds. Professional installation, premium aluminum, and stainless steel guards, as well as a 20-year warranty. Give them a call today to schedule your free inspection or visit hoggutters.com.
There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. And every Wednesday is Wine Down Wednesday. 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. But when it comes to selection, amazing prices, and unbeatable customer service, Macadoodles and Guess Who in Bentonville is second to none. Wine, beer, and spirits. Stock up for your next party or just stop by and grab your favorite. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
So I spent yesterday. You don't mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Goodbye. They're leaving. They're leaving. They're mass exodus.
They're heading for the exits.
it's
Can you
awesome.
believe it?
Goodbye.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, 2 days away from that? 3
Yeah.
days away?
Yeah.
They're leaving.
Yeah.
They're leaving.
I don't tell you. What, are you talking about the football game?
No, I'm talking about Z there.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
leaving.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball
You got a
game,
basketball
Tuesday.
game on okay.
Friday night.
Yeah. Friday at Bud Walton, right? And
Yes,
then
that's
Monday
right.
at Memphis.
That's right. Almost
The
said
Memphis
pyramid,
game will be
FedEx
on.
Forum.
It'll be on ESPNU. Monday
Yeah.
it'll be on the SEC Network Plus on Friday. Cincinnati, the exhibition season for Arkansas. Rod on I-40's been holding patiently. Rod, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Yeah, that's okay. Heck, so Auburn's saying they're getting screwed by the officiating. I've never heard that here at Arkansas. That's, it's like I would like to compare their losses to our losses. Who'd they lose to? Did they lose to, I don't know, Tennessee, A&M? Did they lose to Notre Dame? I mean, Ole Miss? I mean, who did they lose to?
Yeah, they lost to Baylor, right, to start the season.
Baylor.
Yeah.
How can I get their officiating crew?
Yeah.
So,
Oklahoma,
I mean,
Texas
yeah,
A&M, Georgia.
yeah, I can see A&M, but
Missouri.
I'm just saying that
They played some pretty good defenses the last 3 or 4 weeks, and that's one of the reasons their numbers aren't very good.
oh, not very good defenses. Well,
No, they have.
No. They've played really good defenses the last 3 or 4 weeks, and that's one of the reasons they've not been able to move the ball much.
I thought it was Hugh Freeze was the reason, but you know, it's going to be interesting, and I'd give us more than a puncher's chance being at home. I mean, I don't like the rain at all, ever. I am kind of looking forward to basketball season, however, though, right? Just a little.
Well, it's almost here.
With Calipari, I can go for that, but I think we'll win this one. We should. There's no reason for us not to.
They need to. And, I mean, it's interesting. We were talking about this. Rod, thanks for the call. The basketball interest is obviously there, and we're all intrigued by this roster and think it's going to be a good season. But for whatever reason, and I think it's because of the length of the season, it just takes a while to really get in to basketball. Now, what they've done this year makes you want to get in earlier. Even these exhibition games will be interesting, but there's some really, great games on the Arkansas schedule. Or like at Michigan State, November 8th, Duke on Thanksgiving.
Texas Tech and Dallas.
Louisville at Bud Walton Arena, December 3rd. Yep, Texas Tech and Dallas in the middle of December. Houston in December. I mean, think about those games.
Oh, those
Houston,
are big games.
Texas Tech, Louisville, Duke, Michigan State, all before you get to the first of the year. I mean, that's a little bit of an unusual non-conference basketball schedule, to say the least.
For us, it is. I don't really think it is for Cal. It's not unusual for what Kentucky used to play, but it's unusual for us. And, hey, let's go enjoy it. Let's have fun.
Hey, I'm always telling you about Teamwork Roofing and Construction. I mean, at some point, you're going to need a roof. Or maybe you're building a house. Maybe you're a home builder. It doesn't matter how difficult the job or what kind of job you want done. They have certified crews for all of it, and they've got the best materials like Malarkey shingles. Quality materials so your roof is actually going to last the way that it should, that you can count on it, depend on it. Meticulous work is what they're going to do, and they're going to leave an immaculate job site when they leave. They'll communicate with you through the entire process, come in on time and on budget, whether it's a remodel and it's construction you need or just the roof. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, teamworkbuilt.com. That's the website. Check them out today, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by teamwork. You want to try it again tomorrow?
Yeah, let's do it again.
Let's do it
what
again.
Do you say?
And
6
enjoy
o'clock.
Chuck tonight at the Catfish Show with Bobby Petrino.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved